What is up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
You're looking good. Glad to see you here tonight. We see some names in chat that we love seeing. We're going to get around to saying hi to everybody in just a minute, but we're going to hit our, our housekeeping stuff at the beginning here of the stream. So first and foremost, got to thank all our new patrons. You guys, the patron community keeps this ship afloat, and we love you guys so much. We can't thank you enough for supporting. We have, since we last streamed, we have 35 new patrons. So,
which is mind-blowing.
I got my glasses on so I can see them and read them all. We've got Anthony Schultz, RB Farber. We got Nimrax, who is going to be showing up. Adam is going to be showing up on the stream later. We have a blind flight from Ed, Whiskey Wishing Well, that we're going to be playing a little game around in the, around
second half of the first hour.
Second half of the first hour and beyond. There you go. She said it right. We've got Joshua Floyd, Jeff and Angie Stitchler, Matt N, John Bentley, Steph Franklin, Reggie Martin went ahead and bumped on up to the Whiskey with Friends tier, which is where things are way more interactive. So those are all our Whiskey with Friends new patrons. We've got our new Whiskey Enthusiast patrons. We got G-Hawk. G-Hawk, come on. That's awesome.
Name.
Kevin Stoker, David Simon, Jeremy Huss, Ed Sturger's back on board. Happy to have Ed back. He said he took a little break from everything. He's back. Love seeing Ed around. Ed is such a fun piece of the community. We got Matt Burns, Brad Talley, Tim Fapiano is in the Whiskey Enthusiast here. We got Kate Davidson. Every time we see her name and an avatar pop in chat, it just brings so much joy into our lives. And Mark Christensen. Yeah. The 6'6". Just...
Is he 6'6"?
Oh, he's up there.
Dang.
All right. We got in the Whiskey Nurse here, we got Peterman, Benjamin Downing, Mike Booth, Chris Lynn, James Farley, who is local. We met up with James. James actually helped us get our hands on our Knob Creek 18 that we have. So he has apologized for getting us our most disappointing whiskey of 2022.
It's not his fault. We cannot blame him.
It's stores around here charging $200.
It's not his fault.
And my preference for not paying $200 for 100 proof whiskey. Should have known better. Yeah. It is what it is. It's still a great bottle, but we've got Chris Piscatelli. Chris P is in the chat. I don't know, Chris, how do we say your last name, man? Piscatelli is the best I can tell. It's super Italian, whatever it is. We've got Victor Quint, which sounds like, that's G-Hawk's non-superhero name.
Is there
Victor Quint.
Or maybe they're a nemesis, their arch nemesis.
Oh, it could be.
Nemesis.
Victor, if you're an arch nemesis, please let us know in the chat. Brennan Duthu is a new patron. We've got CJ Lavel, Mike Kazamatis, which is a great last name. We've got A to Z Whiskey. Anthony is a new patron. We've got LCS Jr., John McCarthy, not Big John McCarthy, the UFC ref, just John McCarthy. But not just. He's not just John. He's John McCarthy in our hearts. We've got Chris Grissom, which we met Chris yesterday. Yeah. That'll be happy to have Chris on board. That was amazing. We've got Bands for Bands, Mark Gregory, Brian. He doesn't need anything else.
Beyonce.
He's just Brian.
You're just Brian. You're just Beyonce. Madonna. Epic.
Lori Anders, Laura Baker, Tom S. Chuck Barrett. We got Travis Robeson, local friend. Yeah. Happy to see Travis on board. We've got 143 Bourbon, Colt Bowers, Robert Boo. He's my boo. And then we've got Gabe Zuccarelli. So I can actually take my glasses off now. Actually, I might need these for chat. So yes, thank you all so much for joining on Patreon.
We missed a super chat because we were so busy reading names.
Well, we want to thank the people that help support us and help make everything that we're doing possible, which a lot of our big news is around that tonight. So super excited to share some of this big news with you guys.
Let me show this, and then we'll say hi to chat. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Sipping some Blue Note bar. Yes, it's definitely music in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's our pick with the
Mash and
Journey. I want to say Mash and Drum, but I know it's Mash and Journey.
Yeah, because Scott matters. Scott's in there.
Scott matters very much.
Scott matters very greatly in our hearts.
Scott very much matters.
But yeah, that was a fun pick. We're super happy to have that out there. We'll talk a little bit about that tonight, but first things first, let's go ahead. After all that, I need a drink of water.
Okay.
You gotta hydrate.
Hydrate or dehydrate.
Man, it's good to be here tonight, y'all.
It is.
All right. And next up, we want to thank ZBiotics. They're sponsoring again tonight. You guys can see that over here. They're always on board. They were like, hey, we love what you guys do, and we love what they do. And so they're going to be on the Stuff and Whiskey train through March right now, and maybe beyond. So
maybe beyond.
Whatever you're drinking,
and beyond.
Whatever you're drinking, raise a glass.
We got to get our ZBiotics on first.
Do a little toast.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Tastes like I'm going to have a refreshing morning in the morning. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, we probably will because...
well, we will because of that. But yeah, you guys know the story. We were skeptics. We tried it. We were pleasantly surprised, so much so that we had to see about sponsorship with them. Yeah. And here we are now.
So much so that I have actually line itemed it in our budget to purchase some.
Yeah. These are ours. These are ours. We bought these. They did not give them to us. Yeah. We are customers as well.
Yes. Subscribe. We subscribe every month.
Yes. So if you want some money off of your subscription, you can check it out. It's as it says in the ticker right there, a pre-alcohol probiotic. And what it does is it breaks down alcohol on the gut level, similar to what your liver does. Take it before you start drinking for the night. Have a good evening. Enjoy yourself. Be responsible.
Be responsible.
Don't get crazy.
Still hydrate.
Do
all the things you know you're supposed to do.
Right. But we've done enough of these live streams to know that when you wake up in the morning and you feel a certain way, life pre and post ZBiotics, we feel much more refreshed in the mornings.
For sure. I'm a believer. Like, I'm not ever not having ZBiotics before we film like a live stream or we start filming videos.
Well, yesterday, for instance, we filmed a batch of head-to-heads. We filmed 2, and then we took a few hours break, and then we filmed 2 more head-to-heads. Took ZBiotics beforehand. It's part of our life now.
It is.
True. So if you want it to be part of your life, if you want to be able to have a good time, wake up feeling good without feeling,
wrecked.
Yeah, I mean, just, you just want to keep it positive, keep it moving. You want to get to the next day feeling refreshed. That's what ZBiotics is for. We believe in it so much. We're customers.
Yeah.
Thank them. And we've got the QR code right up here. If you just want to,
if you're watching this on your phone, I'm sorry. We'll also put the video description, or we'll put the link in the video description below, so you can click on that. Because if you're on your phone, you can't scan the QR code with your phone.
It took me forever to figure out QR codes, and then it's like, oh, you just point your camera at it on your phone, and then it gives you a link to click. So anyways,
okay, boomer.
Yeah. Well, it took me a while. Okay, I'm slow on the uptake. So
all right.
Thanks to ZBiotics for sponsoring tonight's stream.
For real.
We're gonna leave them up here in the corner. We were off sponsors, and ZBiotics changed the game. We're also doing a giveaway tonight. Let's go ahead and run the ticker for that.
Let's do that.
And we can pull down the QR code.
So many things. Who do you think I am?
So tonight we're going to do a giveaway for all the super chats. The super chats help support the channel as well. They make a huge difference in letting us do what we do here. So tonight it's going to be Found North graciously sent us some sample. Like, we've got some products. So we've got batch 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Found North. You're talking $100+ bottles of whiskey.
Great products.
And I think they compare very favorably to some of the most hyped up stuff out there. So we're going to do a flight of those 4 plus Weller Foolproof store pick that's really good, and a Stagg Junior batch 17. And I think tonight, depending on how things go, I think I'm gonna throw in a sample of this too.
Oh, what is this that you're showing us? What?
Hide your face behind the bottle.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the bottle.
Face behind the bottle.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Well, you guys get the point.
Yeah.
It's our National Barrel Company pick with Matt over at ADHD Whiskey.
Which, have we talked about it on YouTube?
We haven't.
We've only talked about this on Patreon.
Well, yeah. This has been big breaking news on Patreon and part of things going on here for the big news tonight. But we'll get into all that here in a little bit.
Well, yeah, because we right now have to give a big shout out to the first comment in the chat, Miss the one, the only Miss Bev Porter, who we got to meet when we were hanging out with Matt. We got to go with Matt because we invited ourselves to pick up Matt's parents from the airport, and he graciously let us go. I'm sure he's like, these guys, they're too much.
They gotta go. But nonetheless, we were riding shotgun, and it was really fun to hop out curbside and surprise Mama P, as we call her, Bev Porter. So that was really cool. Did you bring your name up on the screen?
She's the first one in the chat.
Give Mama P some shine.
Okay,
Is this how you treat your mother?
No.
Okay.
Okay. She's shining.
All right. Who else we have here? We got Travis Robeson. We already talked about Travis. Yeah. Thanks for being on board, man. We got Marco. We've got Steele. We've got Dusty Dan. Let's go. What? We've got Michael S. Always in here. Love to see him. We've got Adam's in the chat and in the background.
Well, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere. We've got Nathan Jurgensen. Nathan's been such a fun part. I think Nathan and my sense of humor align very well together. We've got the man with three names, Eric David Gunderson. Yes. We got Joe Carter in the chat. We got John Cloud. We've got Ruby Heart 921. So good to see you. Hey.
We got ADHD Whiskey himself.
Do we know that guy? Have we met him before?
I've heard of him before.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I don't know much about him though. I've heard he's not very nice.
I don't know. I've heard he's pretty cool.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
No, he is very nice.
Matt, good to see you here, brother. Hopefully you had a good week. I'm sure we'll all hear about it at some point soon on your channel. We've got Scott. We've got Jess Carter's in the chat.
Hey, Jess. Hey, girl.
Yeah. We've got, highlight. Can you please highlight Whiskey Wishing Well?
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
We have just off screen.
Yep.
8 pours poured from Whiskey Wishing Well. So this was part of the October charity event that we did for mental health. Ed graciously donated a flight to both us and one winner of the charity fundraiser, which happened to be Nimrax, Adam. So we have a flight here. I can tell you that they all look insanely dark, rich, and decadent.
They do.
I can't wait to get into them. So we're going to be doing that after we talk about our big news. We're just kind of letting them get a little bit of air right now.
Also, our table looks good.
I don't think so. We're good.
Okay.
We've got Doug Tucker in the chat. We got the Daily Annual Weekly. We got Kathy Huey. Good to see you in here, Kathy.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Kathy texted me yesterday.
Like in real life.
Yeah, I messaged her back this morning. Yeah. We got Richard White. We've got, I think I said John Cloud, but if not, John Cloud gets a second shout out. We got Crazy in Bourbon Town.
Nice.
I feel that.
Nice.
We got Paula Schmidt in the chat. Hey, Paula. Paula's and Justin are coming to town next month.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. Yeah. If that's still on, Paula. And if so, our schedule's clear and we can hang out. So we're looking forward to that. We got the sauciest himself, Shane, in the chat.
Yeah.
We've got Brock Keene, Sean Peak.
Oh, whoa,
We've got Stephen Check is in the chat. Heck yeah, good to see you, man.
Hey, Aiden.
Aiden's in. You. We got Kim Schwartz is in the chat. Mark Schwartz is in the chat. Good to see you guys.
Kim has rocked my world with.
She's changed the game.
She's opened up my life to the world of virtual reality. Anything, everything, boxing. But I don't know what I do is boxing. It's part of a boxing program. It's fun.
Also, Kim and Mark have some content coming up on the channel that they were a huge part of. So not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, we're going to have a very special video release for all you guys. A little Stuff and Whiskey collaboration.
No spoilers.
Okay. All right.
We got Eric Doucette in here. I don't think we said hi to Eric.
Bill Joins is in here. Ben Cribbs. David Smith. Let's keep scrolling. Let's try to get caught up.
Yeah.
James Lay is in here. Troy and Lisa.
Man.
Greg Johnson.
Hey, Greg.
Good to see Greg. We almost ended up at one of our favorite restaurants at the same time other day.
You know what restaurant we're talking about.
Yeah, he texted me and I was like, oh, dude, we almost went there for lunch.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
We almost ran into him. So the Blue Note is so good, he says. Yeah, so happy to hear that, man. We got Barry Hawk in the chat.
Barry's here.
Oh, so good to see Barry back.
Oh, well, the mouse keeps jumping.
Oh, wait. Click the thing.
I need you to help.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, that's much better. Thank you.
Ryan Salata, Raining Whiskey, Wedding Day Music. Hey, Siri's in here. What's up? Good to see you. That's my stepmom.
Oh, that's
good
Siri?
to see you. Yeah.
Hey.
And she says we are here too. So I'm assuming Tom. I'm assuming here? My dad's in the chat as well. So this is Tom. Cool. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yeah. Wedding Day Music Siri.
We got Dwayne Esh. Hello from Alabama. Heck yeah, roll tide, man. Unless you're South Alabama and you're Auburn fan, and then why are you here? Okay, let's keep moving.
Well, that's what I said about you on like our second date when I found out you were a Bama fan.
Well, that's fair. Bill Walker's here. Old Man Bourbon is here. Chris Grissom, speaking of, he's here. Good to see you, man.
Greg asked, what if G Hawk is an Eagles fan? Can we call him G Eagle?
There you go. We've got Baker Drinks is here. Heck yes. Happy to be a new patron. We are happy to have you on board.
Yeah.
Got so much fun stuff coming down the pipeline, which we're going to talk about a lot tonight.
So it's Home Depot cool. Jason says hi.
Home Depot Jason, just always refer to yourself that way. It'll always help us.
That will help us remember because
that was so good.
Nice.
That was so good.
Josh thought he was going to get in trouble.
Aaron had to run into Home Depot for something super quick. Yeah. So I parked curbside, like away from the front door. I wasn't blocking anybody, but technically breaking the rules, which for a couple of rule followers, it was a little salacious.
We're like, oh my gosh, are we going to get in trouble?
So she runs in. I'm sitting there. She's coming back to the car, and then someone approaches the car, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. We're in trouble. And it's Jason, and he's like, hey, I've seen you guys' channel. Like, I watch you guys on YouTube.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and we're like, not in trouble.
Oh, cool.
He said his buddy got him a bottle of the Blue Note pick, and he can't wait to taste it. I know this table.
Now that you mentioned the table, it's making me feel like it's crooked.
It was crooked, but
it's bothering my OCD.
I think you just fixed it.
Okay. Yeah. Me fixing things. That's funny. All right, let's keep going. We've got Jim in the chat. We've got
Steven Check. Did we say?
So we said Steven. Yeah, okay. I remember saying Steven's name.
James.
We've got Laron. What's up, man? Dave is in here. Dave Vogelsang. That's a cool last name. I like that.
Oh, thank you, Paula.
Paula's in.
So kind.
Love you guys too. Can't wait to hang out.
Oh, whoa.
You might have to just grab the little
the
thing and move it.
Problems.
Yeah. Well, we ended at Paula's chat, so we can find that one.
Sorry, y'all.
All right.
Chat is popping off. You guys are awesome.
Jeffrey Jennings is here.
Old Man Bourbon.
Yeah.
Going to make a blind. Ooh, okay. Thank you.
Very nice, dude. That would be amazing. We've never had that before, so.
Oh, James is from
Pigeon incredible.
Forge.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But go dogs.
Fellow Tennessean.
Oh, go dogs is what he said.
Let's keep moving.
We can forgive. We can forgive you.
All right, I think we're almost caught up.
Oh, Steven's.
Oh, heck yeah.
Let
the
us
blue
know
heart
your
for the blue note.
Oh, that's so clever.
Saucy Shane's in here, and we got Greg Johnson.
Oh, y'all are
Greg Johnson is graciously tracking super chats for us tonight for the giveaway.
Greg is amazing. Thank you, Greg.
Look at Bill, such a slacker. Late but here. Bill.
I guess better late than never. That's what they say, right?
All right.
Greg says, "Get in here, Billiam."
I think we might be caught up in chat.
No,
very close to.
Almost. Thank you, Kathy.
Couple super chats to mention. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank
you so much. So the Mild and Green, we have that in our pool. We have to get it into the rotation. Hopefully, I mean, you know how it is with the randomization. We can't always control it. So we've got Bob and Barb here.
Thank you, John.
John, thank you so much. We'll get you in. Hey, Bourbon is here. What's up, man? Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Bob and Barb said this is their first time watching live. Welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the craziness.
Yeah. We've got Kenny here. We've got Sir Cuts is here. Crazy and Bourbon's in.
Bourbon
on the giveaway. Bourbon Town. Well, I mean, Crazy and Bourbon. That's what is short. That's what I call him. Mark Boyer's here. All right. Do we have everybody? Bourbon Engineer is here.
Hey.
All right. And Barter Hordes is here. And Logan Butler is here. And Dr. Robert.
We're almost to the bottom of chat.
I can see that we're getting close. Are we going to make it? Hector's here.
Marco V. Did we say hi to Marco?
JW Stitchler is here. Heck yeah. Thank you,
Cheers from Knoxville.
Oh, heck yeah. Any in-state, fellow in-stateness is good. I am I'm already needing to refresh my water drink.
The Blue Note pick should arrive tomorrow. I hope you like it. Let us know.
Ed Williams is here. Ed, so great to see you, man. We're hydrating up really well here. All right. So, are we caught up? Are we close enough to caught up?
Oh, apparently you can't say OCD now. You have to say detail oriented.
Oh, well,
I don't know if that's it. You might be joking.
I'm both, so it doesn't. Yeah. Scott E is here.
It's saying you're detail oriented is like going on a job interview when they're like, "What's your best quality?" You're like, "Well, I'm very detail oriented."
Yeah.
What's your worst quality? Well, I can be so detail oriented that I just get lost in the detail. Like it's one of those. It's like your best and your worst.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Bill said he's visiting Nashville in March. Go to website alert. Go to bit.ly/SW Nashville Guide. Nashville GUID.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a thing we've put together for anybody visiting Nashville from a hometown, like a resident perspective.
Josh has lived here. He's grown up here. He moved away for a hot minute for college, but he was born and raised here. And so he is a Nashville native.
We got,
all right.
We got Wigmaster here. Anybody else?
James.
You got to scroll faster, girl.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Whiskey
we got
Tornado?
Lance here. Good to see you, Lance. Whiskey Tornado. Yeah. If you guys aren't checking Whiskey Tornado's site. Well, he's got a site too, but check his YouTube out.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That's
one of the best palettes on YouTube, honestly.
No, you didn't miss anything yet. We're catching up with chat.
Yeah, we're catching up with chat. We're giving everybody time to get here. We've got 114 in chat. Wow. We cannot thank you guys enough for being here. It does help a ton if you will click the like button. Mm-hmm. And if you're on mobile, you can just exit out of the live chat real quick, hit the thumbs up, and then come right back into live chat. Mm-hmm. We promise we'll be here when you get back.
We're caught up on chat, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get into our news before we get into this wonderful looking flight in front of us. So again, we've got our giveaway going on. Barry. Whoa, man. That is super generous.
I miss Joe. Thank you. Or John. I'm sorry.
John DeCiso. Thank you, man. We'll get you in the giveaway.
He was right below Joe. So I saw Joe Carter and then I was like, John.
He's just like clicking things.
I know. Yeah. And Barry, thank you. This is to rebuild my bourbon karma. I mean, bourbon karma is, I believe in it. It's a thing.
Yeah. Barry's Blue Note pick is somebody in Pennsylvania has hijacked it.
Hey, boo.
Matt is here. Matt, stay tuned very soon. We've got a very cool little thing I put together. It's not very cool.
It's a cute little video thing Matt or Josh put together for Matt's in it.
Yeah.
So
realistically, I put it together for Matt. You guys just get to watch.
Everything we do is a love letter for Matt, from Josh to Matt.
Pretty much, yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our news. Okay. So barrel picks and events are what we have to cover right up off the top. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and start with events. Whiskey Weekend. March I should have checked these dates. I think I know them on my 13th? Head. No, it's the 9th. March the 9th through the 12th in Nashville, Tennessee, in our backyard.
Yes. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much, man.
Do you ever feel like Miss Marianne from Romper Room? I don't think I
feel like I know that and I can't quite place it. Oh man.
We'll have to check YouTube after this. I've heard of the Romper Room. I don't think I ever watched that.
I think I did some. But Whiskey Weekend Batch 5 is happening. We've mentioned this. This is a thing put on by the podcast, Will and Grease over there. Mm-hmm. It is a event that has traditionally taken place in Kentucky, but it's taking place in Nashville, Tennessee this year. I think Thursday is going to be a store crawl. It's 100 people only, VIP tickets only. They've restructured. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a store crawl to different stores. They have allocated bottles for raffle and for winning there to hook people up. And then on Friday, there's going to be a Jack Daniels special tour with some high-profile people at Jack Daniels. Wink, wink, hint, hint. And then on Saturday, it's going to be, you guys may have heard Jason over at Mash and Drum talk about Leaper's Fork. Leaper's Fork is our best local distillery. If you don't count Jack Daniels, they're mega. But if you're talking the craft side, there's going to be a group outing to Leaper's Fork. Amazing, amazing whiskey. Yeah. For being craft whiskey. Like, it's not even just amazing for being craft whiskey. It's just good whiskey.
Good whiskey, yeah.
But it's going to be a really good outing. We are going to be a part of the second half of that. We've got work and life.
Weekend.
And we have work and life and all that stuff. But after all that, on Friday, we'll be showing up for the Friday night festivities and hanging out, going to Leaper's Fork with everybody.
On
Saturday. And then we'll be at the hotel both of those nights. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a ton of fun. So if you want to be part of the Whiskey Weekend fun, check it out. I think VIP tickets are $850. For that, you are getting, again, you're getting some pretty crazy inside access at a few tours.
Yeah.
You're going to get to hang out with a lot of people. it's going to be a blast. Kim and Mark are going to be there. We can't wait to see all the people. We can't wait to meet a ton of people. Can't wait to see Grease again. It's going to be fun. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yep. We can't wait to see Will too. See Will too. Yeah.
Baker Drinks can't wait to try barrel picks that we've coming up. Speaking of.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hang on. One more event.
Okay.
One more event.
I'm just so antsy.
May the 20th this year. It's happening in Chicago. We're going to have our first Stuff and Whiskey event. Specifically Stuff and Whiskey. Oh, okay. Voltron and My Little Pony were...
I did watch My Little Pony.
Jeffrey remembers.
I watched My Little Pony for sure, so I must have just been a little late.
All right. So, May 20th in Chicago. James, we do want to see the Grease. Yeah. He is... We'll get into it, but he is a sweetheart. His...
You said we'll get into it later.
Yeah.
Focus.
He's a sweetheart. In real life.
Focus.
May 20th in Chicago, we are going to be having a get-together. It's going to be limited to 50 people, and it's going to go out to Patreon members first, and then after that, we'll make it available to the public if we have more tickets available. Yeah, it's something we're hosting. That actual day is my birthday.
Your 40th birthday.
So it's 40th birthday.
It's a big birthday.
It is a big deal. It's going to be taking place at Copper Fiddle, which is a local distillery. I never had their whiskey. It just so happens to be in the location that we will be in that weekend. So happens that they have whiskey there. This is a whole event. Tickets are going to be $50 a person. That's going to include a tour from the master distiller. It'll be really interesting. Yeah. They've got bourbon, rye, gin, and other stuff, I think. But the ticket also includes it includes food, and it includes your first drink at the bar. So by the time you take out the food and the first drink at the bar and everything, it's going to be catered barbecue. They have drinks on hand. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yep. We're really looking forward to that. So if you want to be a part of it, let us know. You can email us at stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. Stay tuned for news. We're going to release ticket info and ticket sign up for patrons in the next week or two. And then if tickets remain available after that, then we will be dropping a public link on the February live stream in about a month from now. Yeah. So a month and a week from now. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got like a 4-hour block of time there. It'll be fun. Yeah. If you're in the area, if you can get to the area, if you want to get to the area, hang out with us, have some drinks. It's going to be a good time.
It will be great. Right. Good times.
That's events. Let's get into barrel picks. Okay. So this is the other big news. And this is, I mean, even since we keep patrons updated on what's going on weekly with videos, but we've even had breaking news since the last time we talked to them about this. Yes. So first and foremost, we cannot thank Jason and Scott at Mash and Journey enough for letting us be a part of the collaborative barrel pick on the Blue Note.
And that was my very first barrel pick ever. And I had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
And it sold out in a day.
Yeah.
It went quick.
Crazy.
So people are very excited. I mean, I think we sold, through our community, we sold 2/3 of the barrels, and then Jason and Scott's communities ate the other third of them up, and they went quick. So, and Eric David Gunderson in chat saying mine's the day before Josh's as far as birthdays go.
Yes.
So,
and Eric will be up with us in Chicago.
He will
Eric and his wife Stephanie.
He will be. Yeah. Can't wait for that. So, and WJK and his wife will be there as well. And Justin and Paula and Joe and Jess Carter.
And Tom and Siri.
And Tom and Siri, my dad and stepmom. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah. Can't wait. Hopefully you guys can join us on that. So the Blue Note pick sold out so quick. You guys showed up and showed out. Yeah. And by doing that, what you enabled is the support of Patreon helps us do picks. And then when picks sell out like that, granted, we would love for everybody to be able to get a bottle. Yeah. But for picks to sell out, it's such a good show of faith on the distributor side.
Yes.
That they know that people are excited about barrel picks, that we will move barrels, and they're more inclined to go out there.
Foster a relationship with us for more picks that they will distribute.
So we have secured a working distributor relationship. As we've talked it out, it's going to be very, very good. This distributor, shared pour, they can ship to almost everywhere. Just absolutely love Jay over there. He's a whiskey enthusiast that runs shared pour. does a ton of stuff for them through Reddit for his own bourbon groups and things like that. And the fact that he wants to team up with us and is willing to team up with us, that speaks volumes to what you guys did showing up for the Blue Note pick. So we're super excited for future picks to come. We've already got 6 lined up, and we've got 6 more in the works. We want to do about a dozen this year. So we're looking at about a dozen to 15 picks in total, just for the Stuff and Whiskey collaborative picks that we're going to do with other channels and things like that. Yeah. So, hopefully you guys can be a part. And they will release the Patreon first. So if you want them, that's the place to get in on them, over at Patreon. And that's in the video description below. And speaking of our first collaborative pick, Mr. Matthew Porter himself was coming to Nashville, Tennessee, through Nashville, Tennessee, to go to Jack Daniels. He was in town. We did a collaborative pick with him. He set it up through Nashville Barrel Company. And if you guys, most people know Nashville Barrel Company as Sourced MGP, Indiana whiskey. This is not Sourced MGP. This is Kentucky sourced distillate. Don't have a clue.
They wouldn't tell us.
They wouldn't tell us anything. They wouldn't tell us mash bill information. I don't know if Matt wants to disclose what he thinks this pick compares to in the chat. I've blinded this thing against some extremely high profile pours, and I'm not even going to tell you what they are, because if you did, you wouldn't believe me that it won out. This pick is silly good.
Oh, thanks, Michael.
Oh, Michael, thank you so much, man. Good to see you, Mike. This pick right here is so good.
It is so good.
Oh man, it's blowing my mind how good it is. So I put together a little promotional thing, and we're going to talk about some other stuff, but let's go ahead and run this, and hopefully it will work.
Let's see. We're going to try it.
All right. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. How about them apples?
That was so cute. I like that little that selfie that Matt took of us at the end. That made me happy.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So it was so great meeting Matt. He's, just as big of a teddy bear in person as you'd think he is. We had a blast.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it soon. We don't want to belabor the point here, but that pick is coming very, very soon. It's unreal good. Yeah, it is absolutely unreal good. Let's go ahead and talk about picks we've got coming up.
Okay. And then we also need to bring Nimrox in and have
we're going to.
Okay.
So real soon, we've got Found North pick coming your way. So cannot wait for this. You guys know how much we love Found North over here. After that, we did that November live stream with Nick Taylor from Found North. I cannot wait to taste these. So these are their, again, Found North blends 100% grains to taste. So
Canadian grains.
Canadian grain, yeah. So
100% Canadian whiskeys.
So 66% rye, 30% corn, 4% barley. By doing it this way with that high corn content, Matt is saying the only thing they would tell us is that it's not Barton.
Yeah.
So
in relation to the pick.
Matt, you want to say what you think it tastes like?
You can if you want.
So, and I have confirmed through blind tasting. So this is. One of these samples is a new wood char one. So they blend this to taste, and then they finish it. Thank you so much, Eric. Then they finish it in different barrels, again, to taste. So we've got a new wood, we've got a Muscat barrel, and we've got a Calvados barrel. So we're going to get a half a barrel of these, and these are going to be all our picks are going to be collaborative. These are going to be in conjunction with Joe Carter and Jess Carter in the chat and their whiskey society in Ohio.
Yes.
So, Gary, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate you.
And the thing about these collaborative picks is that they help, again, distribute things out, and it's going to be.
You might, Matt. Depends on how you budget.
Yeah, we're having to do it. I mean, us doing picks is costing us money because we have to buy picks too.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. So. Matt's playing coy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So John asked, how shared pours packaging? My last package only had one piece of cardboard, cradle for protection, bottles were loose, and one of the bottoms had a huge chunk broken off. Yeah, so the way I will say, I'm a 20-year UPSer. 21-year UPS employee. You can do your best, and there's only so much you can do if the shipping if the shipping powers that be, if things go wrong. Like some of the things I've seen are insane. What Shared Pour does is they package in those cardboard secured sleeves, and then that's in, so it's your double walled thick cardboard. It's about as good as you're going to get. It works really well, but there's no such thing as bulletproof packaging.
Also, David,
and they'll make it right if something goes wrong.
David Little asked if you're a watch nerd as well as a whiskey nerd.
I am very much so. Got my Seiko Turtle on tonight, so I love this watch a ton.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers, Mike. Nathan Tuck's in here. What's up, man?
Hey.
Hilo is here. Yeah.
All my shared pours have been packaged.
Yeah.
All my shared pours have been packaged well and had a bunch of stuffing inside.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways to go about packaging things, but I'm just going to tell you from being an insider, all you can do is just try your best. If you feel like you could stand on top of it, you're good to go. And I feel like Shared Pour is very good at that. Mm-hmm. Sealbox is very good at that. What happens beyond standing on top of it, like things happen, like things fall off of walls, walls, like built walls of packages, things fall down, things happen.
You made your point.
Yeah. So, okay.
All right.
So we've got Found North coming up. We're going to do another Nashville barrel pick. I mean, we're Nashville locals. Yeah. We're going to do 2 Nashville barrel picks every year. We have
every year. That's a commitment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got a Starlight pick lined up. So the next Nashville barrel is going to be a couple of months from now. We've got a Starlight pick already lined up. Shared Pour does a ton of business with Starlight. So they're going to be able to get us in on a really good pick. If we go through them, we might go through Sealbox on that one, to be determined. Sealbox also does a ton of stuff with Starlight. So either way we go, pretty confident we're going to be getting some very good barrels that way. And then we've got a Middle West Spirits. We're going to do the Pumpernickel Rye Cash Strength later this year. If you guys haven't had this stuff, it is incredible.
It's crazy, yeah.
And then that's just 6 of the picks. We are securing the other 6 that we're going to get on the slate for this year. And we've got a couple more that may be happening here and there. So again, big pick news, big event news. We're very excited for 2023.
Got a lot going on this year, and we cannot wait.
It's all coming together so much faster than we thought. And that's a huge testament to you guys showing up and being a part of this with us. So we can't thank you enough. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
DC says, good evening, Aaron and Josh. Great picks of your NBC pick. So yeah. DC, thanks for joining in, man.
Yeah.
Good to see you. And Katie Turk is here. What's up? Cheers to you and Ethan. Good to see y'all.
Nice.
All right. Are we ready to get into this?
Shall we drink our drinks?
Real quick, we do have 128 in chat. Like the live stream, it helps push it out to other people, helps more people tune in, helps us a ton, doesn't cost you anything. It would be huge if you would do that. I always appreciate when streams do that.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, because I just tune in and forget to do that. Yeah. And then when they remind me, I need to go do that. So thank you guys for being here. We are going to, the preface for this is we don't 100% know what's happening. This is a mystery flight, a mystery game for the rest of the night. And we've got our ticker running down here with the super chat for tonight. And I do believe I'm going to throw in a sample of the ADHD Stuff and Whiskey Nashville Barrel Company pick. Ooh. This thing is bananas good. So you're going to get 7.
It doesn't taste like bananas, but it's bananas good.
Right. It's silly how good it is that it's almost hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
So you get 7 2-ounce samples, whoever wins the super chats tonight. So,
and one of those will be that pick.
Yes, one of them will. So,
all right. So should we bring Adam in?
Yep. So, Adam, how are you doing, man?
I am doing outstanding. How are you guys doing tonight?
We are
great
good.
Now that we hear your voice. You got a great voice, man.
I've heard that a few times.
I bet. Oh, thanks, Mike. Sipping on some barrel bourbon batch 33. Have we had batch 33?
Oh, yeah, we have. It's so good. That is awesome for him.
All right. Before we get started, I had 3 things.
Okay. What's that?
All right. Thing number 1. thank you for your live stream and the charity that you did for mental health. It's important, as both of you know, the giving that Whiskey Tube does has nothing to do with winning any bottle or any flight.
Yep.
It has to do with making sure that these channels give back to the community that's around them. So thank you to both of you for that. Also, thanks to Ed, Whiskey Wishing Well, for putting up with all the emails and getting these out. Really appreciate that. And then for all of those on the stream, I apologize. You could have gotten a good-looking winner, but you ended up with me.
Oh, no.
So we will see if our palates can pick out this game. Reading the rules scared me a little bit. So,
well, we haven't even gotten into the envelope yet because Ed specifically said on the outside of the envelope, open this on the live stream.
Okay.
So we shall see what we're working with. We know you had the opportunity to have a head start. Ed said we could sample beforehand, but you know what? We like
to live on the edge.
Well, and I will overthink things to the nth degree.
Yep.
So we're flying by the seat of our pants. Yep. This is going to be a lot of fun. And we probably should get into the rules. So there is something on the line for us here, not just credibility, which we're going to lose all that here in just a minute. But in addition to that,
I have no credibility to begin with, so I can't lose it. So I'm fine.
There is a point system. If we score 90% without using clues, not going to happen, then Ed will send us a 25-year Scotch flight.
What?
If we get a score of 67% without clues or 95% after the clues envelopes, he'll send a 18-year Scotch flight. If we fail to pass, we will still one day receive a Scotch flight, but it'll just not be 18 or 25-year stuff. So
one day.
Please do not open the envelope until you're live. Take notes of where you think the samples were distilled, their proof and age,
I'm so bad
value, MSRP.
They're all rare breed. They're all wild turkey rare breed.
That only worked for you once.
Nope. That's my game, and I'm sticking to it.
So this is gonna be a lot of fun. By the way, we've said this before, but between 2021 and 2022, we
as a community,
all of us,
the whiskey community,
through the fundraiser that we put on, raised over $31,000 for mental health. So that's incredible.
Yeah.
Listen, guys.
Yeah. Cheers to everybody, because we have hosted the platform, but you guys are the ones that are making it happen. So we're so thankful for that.
He says, do not open until you're live.
It's fine.
There's no cheating here. All right.
Okay.
Oh, there's steam-proof tape on here. Answers open after you complete the final answer sheet.
So that's going over.
So that can go to the side. And then these are the clues. So we will definitely be
this is like an escape
those.
game where they can give you clues if you need help.
Yep. So also, these are, by the way, I need to mention this. If you're in chat, if you're on a mobile device, or especially if you're on a computer, you can open up a separate tab and go to www.whiskeybase.com. Whiskey with no E. So WHISKY base, BASE.com. And we'll give you these codes as we go for the pours. And you can actually look up and see what the pours are
that we're drinking
while we're drinking them.
That's clever.
Just can't put it in chat.
Yeah,
please don't spoil anything for us. So I will do my level best to try to make sure that
let me do it.
We put these up.
I'll be in charge of. Can I type the code here? I'll just type it in the chat for
per glass as we go.
Per pour. Yep.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be fun. And then let's see. He says once we've gone through the samples and feel confident, there won't be any feeling confident tonight in our answers. Then we can do it. Open the clues envelope if we need it. All that stuff. So, all right, this is gonna be fun. This is our first time reading these rules. So, 8 samples are from 5 different distilleries. 3 of the distilleries have 2 samples each. So That's 6 of the 8 samples. The remaining 2 samples are from 2 other distilleries. This game is already a ton of fun.
They're all MGP.
Because you think when things are blind, you should be able to detect same distillery. Often that's not the case.
I never can. I don't understand even what that means. Like, I know what it means, but I can never taste it.
So our objective is to pair up the 2 samples for each of the unknown 3 distilleries and point out the 2 samples which have no pair or match. And then...
Thank you, Siri.
We will receive... Oh, thank you so much, Siri. Thank you. All right. So we will receive 2 points if we match correctly. 1 point if we get the ones that don't have a pair. And then we get 1 point for each sample. We can identify the distillery, the actual distillery. And then we can name the 4 oldest samples for more points. And then we can name which 2 samples are the cheapest than the others for more points.
Oh, gosh.
And then there's a little which of the following statements is true scenario. So we've got that to go on.
Oh, man.
And then we've got, here we go. So this is our first attempt to answer sheet. And then our second if we need clues. So we've got some stuff to work on here.
Do we
so
have
this is going to be a ton of fun. Oh, yeah. Right over there. Can you hand me mine?
All right. So Ed knows. Ed, it is still hermetically sealed. Have not cheated yet. Not gonna make any promises, but envelope still sealed so far. And I have taken my Z-Biotics.
Nice.
Even though they don't sponsor me. I did take it, so
hey, it makes your morning after better.
Yeah.
Why would you not? Much better.
Oh my god.
So much better.
Yeah. I actually saw a huge shout out to Curiosity Public, the channel. They're a great channel. They're OG Whiskey Tube when they were the Bourbon Guild, and now they're Curiosity Public. And they actually did a non-sponsored Z-Biotics. Is this stuff a complete farce or does it actually work? They bought it. They tested it. And other than Dylan, the contrarian, Dutch and Jules both were like, this stuff works. Jules is like, I'm getting a subscription. I'm never shooting a video again without these.
I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah. So it works. All right. Enough pitching, but we just want you guys to feel good. That's all. We want you guys to feel good. So,
so let's start with glass 1
because
that's the one I've already preloaded into our chat, the code.
All right. So if you go to whiskey, WHISKY, no E, base.com.
www.
Aaron's getting it. Base.com. If you go there and if you type it in, and it is, what's the word I'm looking for? The capitalization matters. What is it? What do they call that?
Yeah. Case sensitive.
That's it. These are those. So make sure the WW or the WB is capitalized and you can see what we're drinking in glass 1. So ladies first, we didn't want to mess up 16 Glens, so we're going to be sharing here. I already got our cooties, so it's fine.
Hold on.
Actually, while
you
you're
go
typing,
first. You go first because I'm typing.
Adam, what do you think about the nose on this thing?
The nose smells proofy, but I'm getting some deep caramel out of that. It's not right at the front, but in the back, I get a little deep caramel.
Yep. I'm getting the same thing.
Oak. It's real oaky, real caramel.
Try that.
I can't get any fruit out of this whatsoever myself.
Well, what's funny is that I've been on a fruit kick lately, and I actually got fruit. The very first smell, I got like a nice red fruitiness, like a red berry sweetness, but then that went away pretty quickly, and it just turned all dark.
I'm gonna disagree with both of you and say I'm getting apricot on this.
Oh, okay. All right, here. You take this sheet. We'll have the same sheets and then we'll make corrections if we need to. If I was thinking ahead, I would have ran copies off.
I'm horrible with distillery. I don't even know what the 5 major distilleries are.
I have clues.
I know that there are 5, right? There are 5, right?
Hey, real quick.
Wait, there are 5?
There's plenty of distilleries out
there.
No,
the major ones.
I don't know how many there are. I didn't know I was here for a pop quiz. Well, I knew I was here for this pop quiz. I didn't know I was here for your pop quiz too.
You know what? Whatever.
I don't know if you guys can tell how dark these things are on our screen. If you can on ours, then look at Adam's screen. Like we've got the lighting down low for the ambiance.
For the loungy vibes.
Man, these are all crazy dark.
Yeah.
So this first one, at least, I did a little SJ swirl job on it, and it is just dripping ever so slowly down the glass.
It yet?
I have not.
Why don't you do that?
Why don't you do that?
Oh,
give the old homage to ADHD Matt Porter.
Exactly.
Give them all the little SJ. Matt, I did swirl off screen to make sure that they were all ready to go.
Well, cheers, Adam. Bottoms up.
Cheers, guys.
See what you think about that one. Mike James asked if anybody's had the Lucky 7 holiday toast. The bourbon engineer in the chat will testify to how good that stuff is. I don't think we've ever had it, but I'm a fan of everything I've tried from Lucky 7. What do you think about this one?
I like it. It's good.
There you go. I like it. It's good.
That's pretty
much
the
high level content you came here for.
Yeah, this is. Hey, I have a whiskey channel, y'all. Who'd funk it?
That's all it takes.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah, I didn't get near as much proof on the taste as I did on the nose, but I got that fruit out of it on the taste.
Yeah.
I barely could taste any oak, but that deep you'd call it like you're gonna probably call it an apricot, but for me it's what most people would think of as a plum, but I'm thinking persimmon.
Okay.
Being from Texas originally.
There you go. So what's really interesting to me on first sip, at least, and that's the first sip of whiskey, to me that it seemed like on the nose it was going to be more pronounced. On the palate, it came through much lighter than I thought. It almost just, I think maybe from my expectations of what the nose was giving me, when it hit my palate, it almost felt hollow in the middle. Like I was expecting it to just swell up with big flavor, and it doesn't do that. It just kind of sits there. The flavors are very pleasant. I'm enjoying it.
I like it.
It's extremely nice, but no, you expected that envelopment, and I didn't get it. It was tasty, right? I got the front and the back of the palate, but that mid palate, it just kind of washed over.
I can see that.
But it was really, it's excellent.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
And I've even noticed that tasting notes can vary even for me day to day, but the experience usually is pretty consistent. So it's really interesting that we're having what seems to be a very similar experience. I do want to shout out Big Vic in the chat. He is here. And I think we missed one person. Can you scroll up just a smidge, please? Yeah. Mike Hunter is here. Yeah. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, man. So, and Matt Burns is here. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
All of those would just be fruit to me. There you go.
Yeah. I get that.
This smells tremendous. I like the nose better than the palate, I think.
For sure. I like that nose a lot better than the palate. But I like them both. They're very nice. It's very nice, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one of our jobs is, as Ed said, he wants us to kind of keep track of
what's the final
anything that we think we know on a pour, whether it be, distillery, age, and proof you can do for sure.
Not age. I can maybe do proof, but I want to taste a little more.
You can do age.
I'm gonna taste a little more before I commit.
I'm gonna grab this sheet.
I'm feeling very non-committal right now.
Oh, okay.
I want to wait and taste a few more.
All right. So, well, that's fair because it can be really helpful when you can compare one glass to the other and see what's up.
Thank you, David.
So I've got my ideas on glass one, proof wise, everything else wise.
Wow.
And all right.
Should we go to glass number 2?
All right. Yep. Let's keep it rolling. Here. Glass 2. David, thank you so much. I know you said that, but David, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. You do glass 2 is first. I'm going to type it in. So if you guys want to find out what glass 2 is, what we're sipping for glass 2, I'm putting in the code that you can put in.
Whiskybase.com. No E. Oh, interesting. This is going to go so poorly. Ed's percentages is like 65% or something. We'd be lucky to get 5% of these right, I feel like. Oh, this is really interesting in comparison to glass 1.
Now, see, I'm picking up some, I don't know how you would describe it, but funk.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm scared now.
No, good funk. I think you're gonna like this. It's kind of like that. It's a little bit, just a very little bit of like an attic-y type of smell, but in a very pleasant way.
Was it a dusty?
It has like kind of like a, I mean, yeah, kind of like, it's not like basement funk. It's like attic funk. Okay. That's a distinct difference. Basement funk is like a wet funk.
Like mildew.
Yeah. Attic funk is just like
dust funk.
Yeah, a little dusty.
Dry, old, like walking into an old library.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a good old library moment.
That's the feel I get that comes to mind when I smell it.
Ooh, I want to smell it now.
Mm-hmm.
What? This is like, I'm walking through like an old library, like old books. This smells like old books.
Yeah. Wow, that experientially speaking, that is very soft on the palate. And sometimes when I say that, that's not a good thing. It's a very good thing. Oh, and it's like a really mellow wave of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's very similar to that first one in the fact that the nose is so unbelievably strong on it that you're starting to develop in your head what you think the taste is going to be like. But then when you taste it, it comes out very different than what the nose is on it.
Yeah.
And it's very light. Mm-hmm. It's not heavy. It's like a light oak is what I pick up off of that with some, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I live in Washington State, so we get Rainier cherries a lot.
Okay.
So I pick up a little Rainier. It's a little more sour than a Bing, but that kind of mix there, that sour cherry is what I get on the taste.
Yeah, it's 100% got that going on. Cherry is a note that I latched onto right off the bat on that one. Mm-hmm. And for that matter, on the first one as well, which kind of, that starts to narrow down my scope of the distilleries it could be. I would like to know from Ed, Whiskey Wishing Well, in the chat. Adam had asked us backstage before this started, are we versus each other? Like, is this a
us versus him?
Is this an Adam versus us type of thing?
Basically, Adam versus Josh, and I'm just here for comedic relief.
Yeah. Or are we being cooperative on this? So Ed, let us know on that one. I mean, we'll say as much as we're going to say regardless, because we want this to be an entertaining stream for you guys watching. And so far, you know what? Ed didn't ask us to do this, but I would say so far in, glass 2 is preferential to glass 1 for me. So if you're keeping up with the numbers over on whiskeybase.com and you know what glasses 1 and 2 are, that either is going to make me seem very obvious or could make me look completely idiotic. So we will find out.
I mean, any one of those any day.
Yeah. Any given day, I could be both of those things. So, all right.
Moving on to 3.
Moving on to 3 on the nose. Ladies first. So Greg says, everybody wins this stream. I would tend to agree. I mean, we are the ones drinking the whiskey, so we are in a position to say that, but hopefully you guys are enjoying this as well. While Adam and Aaron are nosing this glass, reminder, we've got 113 in chat. Hit the thumbs up button. It helps a ton. Button, thumb, thing.
Yeah.
Touch that thing down there.
Whoa.
Do that.
You can't say that. This is a family-friendly over 21
Matt,
whiskey channel.
Don't clip that. All right. Ed says, teamwork, you're playing for a flight. Okay, cool. Teamwork. We're playing for a flight.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I think this will make it more interesting for viewers. So,
yeah,
I would say, is it possible that Adam is processing glass 3. I don't want to start asking questions.
For those of you following along on the whiskeybase.com, this is the code for glass number 3. I think I typed that in right. Okay. But don't say what it is, please.
Oh. We've switched nose now.
I'll say it for me. The nose and the taste. That is Bing cherry all day long. For me, I'm getting a ton of cherry on that one.
This is
something super sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah,
it's very
sweet. The there's a thing I get on Old Forester products that it's this melding of a banana note with a cherry note that if you're not paying attention, it'll just be one thing. Like you'll just get only banana or only cherry, but if you can kind of pull it apart, it's the two flavors that have mingled together. So to me, the first two glasses tasted like they might have been Buffalo Trace because I didn't get any nuttiness. I did get cherry on both of those first two glasses. The third glass is turning more towards Old Forester for me. That's just my guess.
Interesting.
Right now, the proof point seems very similar on all of these. I would say, to me, it's like mid 90s.
No, I'd say it's they're at least 100 proof.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm stunned to hear that. Adam, what do you think, proof-wise?
I originally wrote 90 on the first one. Then I went back and amended it to 100. Mm-hmm. I wrote 95 on the second one and 85 on the third one.
Oh,
but
85.
That could just be because I'm getting more used to drinking as we started into this point. So,
yeah.
You're right. It is really soft on the palate.
And look, nobody give me any flack about my glass. All right, all my other tumblers were dirty, and I had to hydrate. And yeah, they're gonna win tomorrow.
You gotta hydrate.
You gotta go with what works.
So
hydration is important, no matter how you're drinking it.
Okay, so Barter Hordes, even though he doesn't know what's in the flight, has some very useful information for us. A clue, if it were. Mm-hmm. This is not sanctioned by Ed, Whiskey Wishing Well. They're definitely all between 90 and 140 proof. So there we go.
There you go.
And narrows the spectrum a little bit. Even though we might have hazmat in here, and you may not be wrong. Glass 3 may be sub 90.
It might be.
Wow. Yeah, that's really soft, really approachable. Very, very interesting. All right, we ready to get into glass 4?
Yeah, you drink first. I'll put in the code.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. So for the code for glass number.
Glass 4, how you doing?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now we're getting a little darker on the nose.
Is that what you're getting to, Adam?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. The nose on this is super dark.
Yeah. Got some sweetness in there as well, but it's the darkness is so balanced with it.
I mean, it's...
Oh, I can't wait to get into this one. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Oh, does smell dark.
I'm thinking 100, 105 on that. And that one hit me like a Buffalo Trace right off the bat.
I could see that being Buffalo Trace.
Can I ask a question? What does that mean when you say that? Like when someone says it hits me like a Buffalo Trace, what is a Buffalo Trace signature taste?
Okay. Adam?
For me, I was getting a lot of that deep, deep cherry.
Okay.
When I first smelled it, and then that cherry translated to the palate as well.
Mm.
It was real smooth, but you could tell it was a little bit higher for me anyway. I feel like it's a little bit higher on the proof. Mm-hmm. So I was putting that up in the 105 region. So that was what made me think Buffalo Trace when I first picked it up and first took that first swig.
Okay. What about, is that this kind of similar for you, cherry?
So
sweet?
Anytime I drink anything and I'm actually trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, thank you, Eric.
Thank you so much, Eric. Good to see you, man. My number one.
We got a bot. Get the bot.
Oh, the bot. By the time we see it, the bot's already been got.
Okay.
So so Joe's saying this is so much fun watching this and knowing. So I will say that glass 4 for me, I think your proof range, Adam, is spot on.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I would not be surprised if this is something along the lines of like a Sam Houston 14 or 15 year. It's coming across that way for me. So I wrote 103 proof. Barton 14 year.
I could see that. Now that you say that,
and
Sam Houston or a Calumet.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
a 16 Calumet 16.
Yeah, the wild thing is I don't know if that's carryover from Glass 3 though, because I was getting a very Old Forestry nose and palate on 3. Going into 4, I could have a little bit of carryover of that kind of cherry banana flavor, and it could be influencing, or maybe I'm just getting what I'm getting. That would be very interesting if that was like a Sam Houston or a Calumet. But yeah, so this will be fun. This is already a really fun flight.
It is, and we didn't, if I remember correctly, we didn't give Ed any instruction on how to develop the flight. We just said, go ahead and do it, buddy, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
hold your horses, bro.
This is Ed's masterminding at work here. So hopefully you guys are following along. It looks like Paul is following along. I know Joe and Jess Carter are following along.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, Greg is saying we're zapping them before they. Okay, so because of the delay, if you zap them, they don't even pop up. That's awesome.
I'm going to put in the code for glass number 5. Please don't say what it is. Yeah, as soon as I see it in chat, I'm zapping it. And because I'm in the chat more now typing, I see it.
Okay.
The bots.
Here's a question for you, Adam. One of the goals for us is to try to match there's 3 pairs from the same distillery. Do you personally feel like we've ran across any pairs yet? Because I do think we've ran across 1 pair so far.
So I'm trying to decide, are we talking the first 3 or the first 4?
The first 4.
I want to feel like 2 and 4 are a pair for me. Okay. I could be dead wrong on that. As most of Whiskey Tube knows from me being around on chat, I have a very terrible palate, and I love things that are smoky, things that are, if it's been filtered through a campfire, that's kind of my jam.
Gotcha.
So like some
trusting me on tasting notes is a very, very bad idea.
So you're here just as much for distraction as you are for help.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe after this we'll have some Lagavulin 11-year Offerman charred oak cask.
I got one behind me if we need it.
Nice.
I got one just behind the door in that cabinet right there. Yeah. Love that stuff.
Ooh, Matt, hold on. Matt Burns says it's pretty cool to have some of these to try during this.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
That's cool. So he's trying it along with us.
Okay. Have you gotten into the nose on Glass 5 yet, Adam?
No, I have not.
Go ahead and get into
Are we on Glass 5 at this point?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into
Josh just can't wait. I've already, he's already like gone in.
First sniff, and we are on we're totally different now on Glass 5.
This is something entirely different than those first 4 were.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This has got smoke. I'm not saying it's smoky like a smoky peated scotch or anything like that, but there's like a barrel char smoky type of element to it. Like it's almost savory on the nose.
Yes.
I don't know if I like it or not, but it's there.
Ooh. Wait till you taste it.
Thanks, Ruby. Yeah. We got you. Greg, make sure. Greg, the wonderful.
Smoky all day long.
The great and powerful Greg, as we call him.
Oh, this is very savory on the nose.
What in the world is that on the palate?
This is an old one.
I still don't. I've taken a drink of it. I still don't know if I like it or not. It is cherry is the running theme so far to me in this flight. Lots of cherry. That one has the oak, the barrel char carry through in a very unconventional way. And this is the type of thing where we've had 4 here that are kind of similar but different, and then 5 we're taking a completely different direction. So I think we
went hard left on 5.
Yeah, we did. I definitely need a second sip on this one to know any idea of what's going on, because I should have known from the nose it was going to be different, but it definitely hit the palate a lot different.
Oh, it's got that super campfire taste to me. really smoky.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know if the video's out yet or not, if it's coming out, if it's already been out, but there was a video recently
that we filmed
that was on our Wednesday wildcard videos where it's an international pool of sipping spirits. And you said something smelled like a rubber pool float.
Oh, pool floaty.
And I can get a little bit of that on this.
Mm-hmm.
I still think I think it might be a bourbon or at least an American whiskey, but it's got some. It's been hanging out with some scotch. It's been rubbed off on a little bit.
Yeah, this has a very American single malt type of feel to it. If not, actually a scotch of some sort. Yeah. And I get a little more burn on that, like it's up in the 115 range.
Yeah.
115, 120 range.
Really? Okay.
I don't.
So I'm writing outlier.
Might be a little less than that.
Yeah. I'm writing outlier.
Okay.
It's got a lot of flavor concentration, which when I get flavor concentration like that, that immediately makes me think higher proof. But then the experience on the palate, there's no spice at all, which would tie in with a single malt. Watch this be the most standard bourbon in the world. This is like Knob Creek 9-year. And we're like, it's an American single malt.
You're not getting any spice on that one?
I'm not getting much, but again,
I get baking spice like right on the edges of the tongue.
Yeah, I should clarify. Not so much spices, but I'm not getting any spiciness.
Okay.
Like it's not prickly in any shape, form, or fashion for me. It's just all flavor. If you want to use this word, it's a relatively smooth experience. It's not prickly in any way.
Yeah.
So this is something we're working on communicating on the channel when we talk about things, is that when you say you get spice, there is a total difference between spiciness and baking spices and things like that. I do want to real quick highlight Eric's comment. He said McCarthy's is a fantastic peated American single malt. Eric, it's coming up on the channel. It popped up in the wild card pool. I thought we were dealing with an Isla Scotch.
It
blew me away.
Yeah.
It blew me away. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. I literally don't have any clue on that one other than a ballpark proof guess and thinking it might be a single malt. Very interesting. All right. Are we good to get into 6?
On now? Or 6? Okay. Yeah. If you want to nose it, I'll type it in. You go first.
Okay. I feel like you should be going first.
No, it's fine. I would like you to go first. I'm just here to have fun. I'm not really playing the game. I'm just enjoying the game.
Hey, I want to say I'm having an unbelievable time. I hope all the viewers are also having a great time and laughing along with us, watching us totally bomb whatever this is.
Because they know what we're drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is. Oh wait, I put in glass 7.
Oh, don't do that.
We're on glass 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Verified by the number on the front.
All right, so this is the code for the glass we're drinking now. You go to www.whiskey with no e base.com.
So
put in that code. It'll tell you what we're drinking. But don't say it in the chat, please.
Adam,
I've got a prediction that you're not going to like this one near as much as the first 4.
Oh, me or Aaron?
You.
On the nose, this seems relatively... It feels like we're back more in bourbon land.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting a ton on the nose personally right now, but that could absolutely be a me problem and not a problem with this glass.
Also, Jeffrey says that
smells really pleasant.
I'm already throwing out excuses. Absolutely, I am.
That's what we do. That's what we're here for.
I am not a professional whiskey taster.
Yeah, I'm not great at tasting whiskey at all. I'm real good at drinking it, though.
Same. Cheers to that.
You know what? What is rule number 1 for me?
Know thyself.
Know thyself. If you're really good at drinking it, there you go.
I'm really good at drinking it. Josh is really good about talking about it. And here we are.
Oh, wow. You know what, Adam? You're not wrong. And this isn't the power suggestion. That is, to me, again, we're back on the cherry note that was so prevalent in the first 4 glasses, but it leans medicinal to me.
Very much so. That's exactly why I was thinking that, because it's not near as prevalent. It's there, but it's not as sweet as the first several, and it's definitely more of that what would you say, NyQuil cherry taste. Is what came to mind as soon as I took a swig of that.
Yeah, I've even got a bottle guess for that right now. I might need to take another drink.
Is this Dickel? No. Is it Dickel? No, that's mineral. That's Flintstones vitamins. I feel like that might be a smidgy bit proofy. I think that's in like the 1-teens proof wise.
Here's the problem with this glass. If this is what I think it is, I should love this, but
don't try to guess what it is. Just try to guess where it's distilled and.
Well, there's no way I can guess all those things on this glass without thinking I think I know what the glass is.
Fair.
It's just a matter of how much oak I'm getting on it. What is the age I think this could be?
Now, are you getting spice on that one? Spicy.
I am a little
bit more spicy than the first 5.
I'm getting a little bit spicy on the back end with that one.
Yeah, that could 100% be a rye-based bourbon.
I think it's high rye.
Perhaps out of a Kentucky distillery that we adore. Could perhaps be aged quite a bit.
You think?
It could perhaps be something potentially special.
Paula says we're all going to be so surprised. Oh, we're so wrong.
All right. I want to write 8 on glass 5. I'm going to ballpark it. Okay. All right. Glass number 7.
Okay, number 7. Nope. I got to put it in the. I got to put it in the code.
Right, number 7 up.
So number 7. Here's what we're drinking.
7 Up, man. That saying 7 Up reminds me of 2 different things. Teenage years. I think it was a Sega Genesis game. It was a Spot, like the cool Spot 7 Up guy. There was a video game about that. I used to play that a lot. And then also
that commercial with the T-shirt where it says "Make 7," and then on the back it says "Up yours."
I got my 14-year-old yesterday with it. He came walking in with a 7 Up, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, have you tried this?" And I was like, "You got to make 7 up yours, son."
Was he like?
And he's like,
what?
"I don't get it." Yeah. And I was like, he's like, "Thanks, Boomer," and walks off. I was like, "Oh, great. Thanks, son." I guess I'm just old.
I called Josh a boomer today in one of our videos.
Yeah.
Hey, we did some filming today.
Greg said he had that game. That was a fun game. It was a really good video game. That one and the Darkwing Duck game were low-key very underrated. The other thing it makes me think of when I hear 7 Up is that when I was in my younger going out days all the time on the Nashville downtown scene, I would like 7 and 7s were my jam.
Really?
Like it was 7 and 7s, Dewar's and Coke, or what was the other one? Why am I blanking on the other one?
I don't know. I didn't know you
Other than just beer, but it was usually 7 and 7s or Dewar's and Coke. So soon we're going to do either a video or a live stream where we go back and taste all the stuff we used to drink in our younger days.
Well, I didn't drink when I was younger. I didn't really start drinking until I was 31.
Right, but you had things you drank.
Strawberry daiquiri.
Early in the day. Well, I'm not making a strawberry daiquiri. That's out.
Oh, well, y'all have fun with that. I am definitely not drinking anything I drank when I was younger.
Well, for me, it's going to be 7 and 7s, Dewar's and Cokes. It's going to be Woodford Reserve. There's a lot of Woodford Reserve, a lot of Four Roses small batch. Honestly, before it got rare and hard to find, Eagle Rare. Those are kind of my 3 go-tos: Eagle Rare, Four Roses small batch, and Woodford.
I take that back. So I didn't start drinking whiskey until I was in my 30s, but in my 20s, I did drink a lot of vodka.
Well, we're not featuring that here.
I know. I'm just saying that's what I would drink. I would just drink vodka neat, warm, just room temp vodka. And Long Island iced teas. That was a thing too.
I'm definitely not going back to Boone Farms. No, we're good. We're good. We're just going to stick with the whiskey.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I want to go back to vodka.
Nope.
I'm over it. Although I do love potatoes in most forms. So vodka is that. Wow, this smells.
That's wild. Glass 7 is way wild. Did you put it in the chat? The code?
Yes, I did put the code.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Wow. That is a different ballgame. Not in the way that glass 5 was, but this, to me, this is the first glass I will say that there's a little bit of nuttiness there. It's like a little bit of like a peanut butteriness, but it's pretty faint and it's laced in with some fruity elements. There seems to be a fair bit of oak on there to me. I think the proof doesn't match for what I think that is. Like my mind immediately went to Elijah Craig 18.
Really?
It seems proofier than that and not as old though.
Yeah, I felt like proof was like up in the 120s on that one.
Are you serious?
That one came all the way down with the Kentucky Hug.
Okay.
For me anyway.
It builds.
Aaron is way better at proof than me.
It builds.
What do you think?
Aaron, what are your judgments?
Are
we both crazy?
No. I mean, I think Josh is, but you're not. Hold on. Let me have some water and try it again.
Oh, now that I go back to the nose, it's got some proof on the nose.
Ooh, Jeffrey says, a live stream with Boone's Farm, MD 2020, Wild Irish Rose, and Papa Vodka.
Now it's a party.
Jeffrey, oh my gosh, brother. No, we can't go there. We can't go there.
Yeah, my very first alcoholic drink ever was a strawberry daiquiri, which doesn't really count because you couldn't really taste the alcohol in it. And then my second alcoholic drink ever was a Mike's Hard Lemonade, which also doesn't really count because it was basically pure sugar. And then I went from that to vodka. I don't know what happened. Okay, you're thinking. Let me
so one of my first drinks was real good. Wild Turkey back in the 80s.
Oh.
And so my grandfather owned a liquor store. And we were the wet county next to the dry county in Texas.
That's a good place to be.
Whenever people would come over and they didn't want to be seen at the liquor store, my job as the grandson was to run it out to the back of the barn where they had pulled up and put it in the trunk. And every so often, somebody might give you a little nip just for a thank you.
As a thank you.
It's the only kind and right thing to do.
Only in Texas, man.
Yeah. No, that would happen around here too.
Yeah. That's awesome. So I do think that might be proofier.
I agree.
I'm guessing 1-teens proofy.
Yeah, I was going 110-ish. It feels like it has a decent bit of age on it.
I think glass 2 is pretty old.
I don't know. It seems to stick around. It definitely lingers. It doesn't hit me like 120 proof Knob Creek or anything like that. So I'm guessing it is a little lower proof than that and more age to kind of mellow it out a little bit. I'm trying to think of what could qualify for that age and proof range, like 107 to 114, 15.
I don't know. I don't thought it was higher proof, so maybe.
I thought it was higher proof, but that's just, like I say, don't trust my palate. Do not trust me. If I say it's 120, it's probably 112.
Your voice matters too, so that's what we're here for. This is what Josh has taught me, and now he has a problem on his hands because now I'm like, hey, my voice matters too, bro.
I will say I think that might be my favorite one so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's either that or number 4, I think.
Interesting.
I don't have anything written down for this thing.
Adam, do you have a favorite so far? If you had to pick one right now?
So far, I think probably 4 is what I'm leaning toward.
Yeah, 4 is very good. Well, I don't know what to write on this one. I don't know, distillery.
I mean, that one's just bizarre, to be bluntly honest, compared to some of the rest of this.
Yeah. 4 is very good. I'm getting like an earthiness on 4. You know I love me some earthiness.
Here's the problem, okay? So everybody in chat, Whiskey Wishing Well has this database on whiskeybase.com. Were I a smart man or a man that wanted to win very badly, I would have gone on there, scoured, cataloged in my brain all the different things he had. I would have a separate tab up right now where I'm not even looking at the chat.
But
and
you're
I'm
not
looking
a cheater.
at his
Cheaters never prosper.
Right. I didn't do any of that. I really wanted to test my personal skill level against just totally blind, whatever is in these glasses. Glass number 7 is hitting me in all the right ways, though. That's a really good.
Do we need to leave you alone with glass 7?
No,
right now?
And hey, it's not King of Kentucky, okay? It's not that, but it is fantastic. I really enjoy glass 7. I would love to have a bottle of glass 7. I'd also love to have a bottle of glass 4. 7 I like a lot, though.
Interesting. You don't know it's not King of Kentucky.
I think I know which one 7 is paired up with.
What are you thinking?
I think 7 and 3 might be from the same distillery.
What distillery do you think it is?
Old Forester.
Interesting.
Or at least a Brown-Forman product, but I think it's Old Forester. I just don't know of anything that fits this age and proof range. I can't think of a single thing. It's got to be something I've never had before.
Maybe, I don't know.
Watch it be like,
really, I'm not picking that up. 7 and 3.
Well, I haven't gone back to 3 to test the theory, but well, that smells even more Old Forester-y now because it gets this like vanilla cream frosting, like from the Betty Crocker in the can.
Yep.
The tub thing?
The tub.
I'm definitely getting that off of 3. I'm not getting it off 7.
In my experience, when Old Forester gets more aged, that kind of gets laced in more with the darker elements.
So you're thinking that's very aged?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I mean, I've written down is Old Forester 15 years, and I think it's 107 to 115 proof. I'll split the difference and say 112 proof. I just don't know of anything that fits those qualifications. Maybe it's like a whiskey. It could be like a whiskey rose series that I've never tried before or something. And in that case, it's probably not nearly as old because of Old Forester's heat cycle warehouses. Oh, hey, fun tidbit. I didn't even realize this, but we went to Old Forester, took a tour last year, and they don't chill filter any of their whiskey. I had no clue.
Yeah.
Even the 86 proof $22 bottle, non-chill filtered.
Huh.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Doesn't make the whiskey any better, but
it's cool.
It's a cool tidbit to know. All right, we ready to get into 8?
Yes. So let me put in the code for glass 8. This is what we are going to be sipping next.
All right. And while Erin's putting in the code, I want to remind everybody to hit the like it if you like it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, hit the like anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it, and then you can leave.
Take one for the team here.
Yeah.
And then, that helps. That helps a ton.
It does help. And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, we all do. All right. So Greg is on top of things.
Yes. Thank you, Greg.
We also
give Greg Johnson a shout out.
A round of applause, as a matter of fact, in your home right now.
Always helping us out on our chats in the live streams. We could not do these live streams without him because I can't do all the things. I'm pretty good at multitasking, but I couldn't do it all. So thank you, Greg. Appreciate you a lot.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. Greg is the man.
Yes.
We are up in proof now on 8. There's no way this isn't more proofy on the nose.
Yes.
Do you agree? Yeah.
Oh,
I do, for sure.
Oh.
It's so fun to hear you guys talk about it, not having smelled it or tasted it yet.
Well, that's what the chat's getting right now.
I know. It is kind of fun.
Okay.
I kind of understand what they're getting.
You guys are enjoying it.
That taste is amazing.
Oh.
It smells amazing. So this smells to me.
The nose was really good, but that sip, oh my God.
This is quintessential bourbon to me. This is everything I want in a bourbon. It smells so good.
I'm excited now. Let me smell it.
Wow.
It's sticky. It's sticking to my teeth. It's sticking to my cheeks. Sticking to everything.
I love it. Lingers. It's just there for a half hour afterwards.
Yeah. Glass 8, to me, favorite pour of the flight, probably. I can say that pretty confidently right now. This is very interesting, though, because we've got 2 outliers
here. I'm
getting
getting cherry on this one.
Cherry?
Lot.
You know what I'm getting out of this glass? I'm getting the best Heaven Hill profile. Because Heaven Hill can go really nutty, kind of almondy, peanut brittle type of notes. Mm-hmm. But the best Heaven Hill, it gets it gets this cherry infusion that laces in with all that stuff, and it's balanced out so well that it literally to me tastes like a piece of fried dough with some fruit.
You said fried dough. I'm a goner now.
With some like fruity elements. Greg says Josh is going to be so mad. But see, here's the thing though. I can't even put any stock in that because I would want to change my answer, thinking Greg is like. Oh. But then I'm like,
Paula says absolutely. Mike says yes, he is. Ha ha.
So it's probably not Heaven Hill. I'm just saying it reminds me of that.
It's fine. You know what? You just got to do you. And if you're wrong, it's okay.
I don't know. I could get behind a Heaven Hill on that, Josh. Yeah. Just saying. I mean, that's.
Like just yesterday, we were drinking ECBP C920. Yep. And it reminds me of that with about 15 proof points shaved off. That's hitting me like about 118 proof.
Well, what did I warm up with? B522 was what I had a touch of B522 before I hopped on.
There you go.
And it's hitting me very similar. At least in the flavor profile.
Wait, question.
But deeper.
What was the number that you guys said had the medicinal aspect to it?
6.
Oh, 6. I just smelled that on 5.
Oh, 5 is that outlier. I think 5. Okay.
5's totally different.
Was this the pool floaties one?
The what?
The pool floaties. The one where you got pool floaty. I get that.
Yeah, the vinyl, got a little vinyl in there. Yep.
Going back to it, it smells so good though. You know what? You know we were talking about
People
the tub.
People are wanting me to say something smells like stinky feet. But if I don't get it, I'm not gonna say it. And I've not got stinky feet on any of these.
So you know the
But this definitely smells like a pool floaty.
It also hang on. So one of the glass 3 smelled like the vanilla batter, like the vanilla frosting. Glass 5 to me smells like the chocolate frosting, the same Betty Crocker frosting, that kind of cheap chocolate. Oh, I'm liking 5 a lot. I think it's one of the outliers.
While you're thinking on this, Josh, Aaron.
Yeah.
It's glass 5. You're saying pool floaty?
Yeah, on the nose anyway.
For me, this is reminding me of June this year. So I went out and the kids, so I've got 4 of them. And
sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love children.
The kids wanted a pool, and we had another 4 coming in for family. So I go to Costco, I get this pool, right? And I tell the older boy, I say, okay, get in there and smooth out the bottom of this pool, right? So my son gets in there. He can't do anything, right? He weighs, 80 pounds. So I get in the pool and I'm smoothing it out with my feet. And I may not be as agile of a man as I used to be. And I'm holding on to the rail of this pool, smoothing this, and it's above ground pool, right? A little cheap thing. Flip. I do a whole 90, a little bit more, holding on to the rail of this pool.
Oh no.
Go down, totally turtle up in the bottom of this pool, right?
Oh.
That's the smell I'm getting off this glass.
So is it fair to say you're probably not attaching any good thoughts to this glass?
It is, as Josh says, an outlier.
Yes.
At this point, it is.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to try to determine the best we can. Which are the 2 outliers? I mean, glass 5 is obvious. My
glass
other
5, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay. We're all on board at glass 5.
I'm just gonna agree with what you say.
Okay. I will say the other glass that might not have a match in here, maybe glass 7. I thought glass 6 going through it, but I think 6 and 8 may be the same distillery. Oh, dadgummit, man. This is hard.
I don't know. I was originally on board with 6 being the second outlier, the second single distillery.
Same, yeah.
But now that you say it, could be 6 and 8.
6 and 8 may be the same distillery.
So Whiskey Wishing Well says, impressive, Josh. I don't remember what you were talking about at that time. It was 3 minutes ago.
Oh, dadgummit.
So
that would be helpful information to have.
I'm sorry. I dropped the ball. I didn't do my job. You can fire me later. It's fine. Can anyone, let me see. I'm going to try to put everything.
I've got it.
I wish I could like attach a photo to the chat so I can just show you, so I can put the I should have done this beforehand. I'm going to put everything we've been drinking in order.
All right. So while she's doing that, we're going to talk about this. So one of the questions was, which of the following statements is true? A, the samples are in order from most expensive to highest price. Could be. Price is very difficult to taste.
Wait, most expensive to highest price.
I'm so sorry. Most inexpensive to highest price.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. It's too hard. That's too nebulous to know. Glass or option B, the samples are in order from highest cost to cheapest. Again, too hard to tell. Option C, the samples are in order oldest age to youngest. I don't believe that to be true.
I don't know, but I think glass 2 is old.
Option D, the samples are in order lowest proof to highest proof. That's a possibility. That's a very real possibility. Or option E is none of the above.
Oh, you gotta throw that none of the above in.
Ed, dadgummit. Now I think you're playing head games with us, which you definitely are. I feel like it has to be either lowest proof to highest proof or none of the above, because the thing that's tripping me up is glass 3 seems lower proof than glasses 1 and 2, but other than that, the proof does seem to escalate for me at least.
So maybe it's like they're hidden, like they just drink lower proof than they are.
This is mental warfare on Whiskey Wishing Well's part, because in my mind, having them escalate in proof, but having one glass be less proof than the one before makes that answer incorrect. So what the heck? Like,
I don't know.
That's so hard.
Don't overthink it, Josh. Just like go with your gut.
All right, I'll tell you right now.
I don't know. This is brutal on Ed's part.
Yeah. I think somebody said in the chat that this was like a legendary flight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember. It might have been Greg.
Okay.
I'm typing in the
here's my pairings. Josh, I want to see what you think. Okay.
Hit me with
it. I am going to go 1 and 8. 2 and
Excuse
4.
Me, sir, this is the Wendy's. What are you talking about? 1 and 8?
1 and 8. 2 and 4. 3 and 7. 5 and 6 are the outliers.
Oh. Okay.
Dude.
I'm totally wrong. I already know I'm wrong, but that's where I'm setting it.
You, man. I appreciate that.
I think hold on.
What are you throwing out?
I think you might be right. I'm not kidding. I think you might be right.
There's no way I'm right. You know I'm totally wrong.
I did not think one was so far away from 8 to me. But
but once you go back between them,
yeah,
I couldn't tell the difference. As far as the nose was concerned, I get the difference in proof when I'm tasting and age. This 8 tastes a lot more dusty to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I go back to the nose on them, I'm like, that's very, very similar.
Oh, I just put a comment in the chat and it didn't save any of my spacing. I'm sorry, y'all. That looks horrible.
People can. Oh, yeah.
I spaced it out so beautifully.
Oh, and you worked so hard on that.
I did.
Yeah, there's got to be like a character break or something.
I'm sorry, y'all. So I tried.
Hey, highlight Ed's comment.
Where?
Oh. Not bad, Adam. You're right about not being right.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you. I appreciate you confirming that I'm not correct.
All right. initially, here's my thoughts.
Oh, thank you, Jose.
Hang on. Oh, Jose, thanks so much, man.
Yeah, good to see you in here.
Okay.
Also,
Adam.
Hold on real quick. He's just waking up from a family nap.
He's West Coast, so.
I know. I'm just going to say naps are
life.
the best thing. Naps are life. Like,
all right.
I love them so much.
Adam,
I took one today.
You said 1 and 8.
I said 1 and 8. Yep.
You said 2 and 4.
Yep.
I got to be careful of how much I say here because Erin's going to she's going to accuse me of listening to you more than I listen to her. So what else did you say after 2 and 4?
3 and 7.
Okay.
And I said 5 and 6 are the outliers.
Okay. Separate and apart.
We know that's wrong, so.
Well.
Hold on. Joe says it's like watching a horror movie and yelling at the TV for the victims to run. We're like, the guy's behind you. Just turn around.
Joe, are we all running upstairs?
Apparently, we're all running upstairs right into the murderer's clutches.
It sounds like a chainsaw. I should go outside and investigate. Okay, here's what I think. Prior to your input, Adam, what I had was 1 and 2, same. 3 and 7, same. 4 and 8, same. 5 and 6 as the outliers. I think 6 might be Wild Turkey 17-year bottled in bond Master's Keep. That's the only bottle guess I have. But 1 and 8 do smell remarkably similar. On the nose, you could easily tell me these are the same distillery on the nose, and I would believe you. And my nose, at least for that type of thing, not picking up individual notes, but similarities, I'm usually better on the nose than even the palate.
Which one? 8 and
1 and 8. Are these the same distillery?
Oh, I'm horrible at this. Oh, maybe.
See?
8 smells older.
Man, 2 and 4 smell so similar too.
I don't know. Man. I'm not good at the.
Adam, I think you're on this.
I'm not good at. I
think you're on it.
I'm tapping out on that. I'm just here for the fun. I'm just here for the drinks. The drinky drinks.
You know what? Can I copy Adam's homework?
Yeah. I'm not the teacher.
Dude, I think you're right. I think you're right on.
Ask the teacher in the chat if that's okay.
Oh, 5 is wildly weird and different.
Also, we do need to wrap this up in the next few minutes because about 9:50 Central Time we're gonna close.
We'll do the giveaway and then we'll do the reveal and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll say it. Okay, so we'll do the giveaway at 9:50 Hold on. We're gonna do the giveaway at 9:50 Central Time. If you guys want to get into the giveaway, you've got until 9:50 Central Time, which is 8 minutes from now. So heads up, 7 Up.
Clues.
Heads up, 7 Up.
Right.
We are 100% going in on the clues.
Do you want to do the clues? Because if you go with clues, we get less of a cool flight.
No, if we get that's true though. Yeah. That is true though.
Ask Adam if he wants to do clues.
So are we gonna? Let's
like
lock our answers, and then we put our answers in, and then we say, Ed, are we 65? Are we 95? Where are we at?
Oh, we're so far off. All right.
I mean, we're probably 10, maybe 15%.
I would. That's a good. That's a very good percentage in my mind. All right. What do you think? Do we want to run down the list?
I think this was an awesome flight. That's what I think.
It is awesome.
I agree.
Do you have a standout favorite pour of the flight?
I like them all. There was not one that I disliked.
Yeah, there was not a single one in here that I disliked.
Yeah.
Even though 5 is a little weird compared to the rest.
But I liked it still.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Adam, did you have a favorite 1 or 2 standouts for yourself?
So 8 stood out to me.
Yeah.
It was good.
2 stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, because I really like that Texas style funk, I would pick 5 as my third.
Okay.
It's funky. It's definitely funky and different, but I'm really picking up on it.
So the only opinion I have, and I'm probably wrong, but I feel like 2 is the oldest. And I don't know why I feel that. I'm just feel it, so I'm going to say it.
Really?
And
okay.
If I'm wrong, that's okay, because I don't really ever think I'm right. When it comes to whiskey.
All right. This is going to be very interesting. So the wild thing is that there is a proof range here, and that can make it very difficult. Thank you so much, Raging Irishman.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. So everybody's saying it's a great flight. The pours are great. I got no complaints on the pours front. Here's what I will say. It says name 2 samples that were distilled at the same distillery and name the distillery. Here's the question. I feel like on nose.
Do you want a clue? Is that where you're?
No. I feel like on nose, I agree with Adam. I think he's better at whiskey tasting than us.
Yes, I did, Jess.
There's no way that's happening, Josh. So,
dude, now I just tasted 1 and then smelled 8, and they smell like the taste of 1 and the smell of 8 are so different. But really? Stand by, palate.
Okay, let's do this.
You got to make a decision, my love.
Oh man, 8 is so good. 8 is unreal good. It's easy. It's the easy winner of this flight for me. Should I? Yeah.
I want to know what 8 is now.
Okay, let's do this. Adam has his guesses out there. I'm gonna stick to my guns and go with my initial guesses, and we'll just see how wrong we both are. Okay. So
that's fair.
Let's go ahead and do this. So the 2 samples that were distilled at the same distillery and name the distillery. We've got that question 3 times over.
Okay.
So I say 1 and 2 Buffalo Trace. I say 3 and 7 Old Forester. And by process of elimination, I'm going to say 4 and 8.
Greg says, I almost feel like this channel should have the subtext, Introverted Whiskey Nerds Unite. True truth.
It's us.
Welcome to our channel.
Name the distillery where each of the 2 remaining samples are from.
Thank you, Steven. We can't wait for the reveal either.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah. So sample 5, probably Texas single malt. And I'll say sample 6 is Wild Turkey.
Wow, okay.
Name the 4 oldest samples of the 8. I will say...
I think 2 is pretty old.
By what I wrote down, I will say 4, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, interesting. What does that
The 4 oldest.
Jeffrey dropping some knowledge on us there.
What does that mean?
Tasting it tastes rich and rare.
8 is very good.
Thanks for making it even more confusing, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Whiskey Garden. Thank you for the chance at the flight. Yeah, you want this flight because we have a...
So real quick, can we do a last call? 3 minutes.
Last call.
That's not 3. This is 3. 3 minutes.
That's 2 minutes.
Oh, it just turned.
Yeah,
okay, 2 minutes. Last call on Super Chats for the giveaway tonight. You're going to get everything in the ticker below, and you're also going to get a 2-ounce sample of our pick, our Nashville Barrel Company
Not
pick.
even released yet.
Not even released yet.
For our pick with ADHD whiskey from Nashville Barrel Company.
Yep.
It's delicious.
It is it's a 5-year Kentucky sourced bourbon.
But not Indiana. Don't let that age fool you because it does not taste like a 5-year bourbon.
This thing has gone head to head blind for me against 12-year highly rated bourbons and beat it. This is a Kelvin barrel. Kelvin barrels at Nashville Barrel Company are absolute magic. 127.44 proof in addition to the stuff you're going to get down there.
Oh, wow.
So
I so want to know what's happening right now with our thing, with what these are, because short of Josh almost falling out of your chair during the charity event, this has to be the most fun. So we must be all wrong.
We must be way wrong.
We're totally off. We are totally off. I will say, though, when you posted that picture of that Nashville Barrel Company with both ADHD and your sticker on the side of it.
Yeah.
Do you know how excited I got? My gosh.
I got excited. Like
I was freaking out.
This was
Matt.
Yeah, Matt set this up. He graciously invited us to join him on this pick. And I was like, I feel honored. This is like whiskey royalty asking us to come.
Is Matt here right now?
Hang out.
Are we like
probably
gushing
not
over him?
Probably not. He's gone. I'm just assuming he's gone. But yeah, it was so fun. And I came in late.
Give that man no credit.
No, he's got a life. Like, he's not going to hang out on our channel. He's got a whole whiskey, like, conglomerate to run.
He's got things to do. He's got people to meet.
He's got kids and a wife.
Kids and a
he's
wife.
Got needs.
Yeah. So, Mike James thought glass 8 was Foursquare.
Oh.
Don't say what it was because we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
All right.
John, hold on. Oh, thank you, John. Hoping 2023 is a great year for everyone. Hoping he wins his flight. Okay.
Me and Josh have thrown it out there.
I'm gonna go with what y'all say.
You've got to be the one to set us straight here. I've been married 22 years. I know what is the right thing to do, and that is ask a lady.
Well, what I'm going to do I'm going to defer to you guys because I'm just here to hang out. If I'm being honest, this is why I drink, as I'm here to hang out with people.
You're social. You're very social.
I'm a social drinker for sure.
All right, we're at the cutoff, so let's go ahead and get a number from Greg on the final.
Let's get one more. We got one more.
That's the last one.
Right under the gun. But yes, get this one in, Greg, if you don't mind.
All right. Crazy in Bourbon Town is in here, and then Greg will give us a number range. Yep. We will randomize. No, we should defer. We're hosting a guest here. We will defer.
Yeah, he can pick.
To Sir Nimrax himself.
But let's see what numbers we come up with.
All right, my answers are locked in. I'm going to open the clues, and I want Ed to understand this. I'm not using the clues, but I want you guys to experience the clues. Yeah. I'm not changing my answers, though.
You're going to keep them the same?
I'm going to keep them the same because I would rather have the percentages on my side without the clues. It's a strategy. This is strategery on my part. I'd rather have the answers without the clues. I think I can hit that percentage a lot better than I can hit the percentage with the clues.
Okay.
So...
Just rip the envelope.
It's taped up. Ed is serious about his business.
He didn't want you to cheat. I don't think he trusted you.
Yeah, Ed, where's the trust, brother? Come on now.
Is yours taped up too?
All right. These are the clues.
Okay, what are the clues? Can I read the clues? Let me read the clues.
Oh, don't do that. It's going to be bad.
So Greg says 1 through 103.
103?
Pick a number between 1 through 103, right?
Oh,
okay. Adam, what number feels right to you? Search yourself. What feels good in your soul?
I'm gonna put Siri down, and we're gonna think deeply here.
Okay.
84.
Ooh, 84.
I was born in 83, so very close to that.
Why does that matter?
I'm just saying. 80. When I hear 80s, I immediately think of birth years because that's when I was born.
Okay, cool.
That's all.
Sweet. All right, 84.
All right,
number 84?
84.
I'm psyched about this.
Who it is?
The Found North stuff is on real good. So I'm super excited for somebody to get that. And I'm super excited for them to get the sample of the Stuff and Whiskey ADHD pick. Oh, so good. All right.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Right at the top, 7 of the 8 samples are straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. 5 is the one that's not.
No. It does not say 5 is the one that's not.
No.
Let me read the actual
No, that's
clue.
my guess.
Let me read the other.
Okay.
The actual clue is 7 of the 8 samples are Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Hey, Eric David Gunderson.
The other is a Tennessee whiskey.
Eric David Gunderson.
Oh, Eric.
He won.
Eric, you won.
Eric does so much for our channel, for so much of Whiskey Tube. That's amazing that he won.
Yes.
Eric?
He was the first super chat tonight.
He gives so much to the whole community. So I do have to address this. Yes, I did call Josh a boomer because he has boomer-like tendencies. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
He's very technologically challenged.
I was raised by my grandmother. She was born in 1926. I didn't have a typical childhood of someone who was born in 1983.
Correct.
So I was listening to literal vinyl records on a console that was as big as this desk. So it's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with it.
Josh is a boomer at heart. That's what border.
All right. I got my answer. I got my answers locked. I am a boomer at heart. I got my answers locked in. Let's go ahead and hear the clues and I'm locked in, so I'm not changing anything. You will see my lament as the clues come down the pipeline. So go ahead.
Okay. 4 of the samples were bottled by Diageo owned facilities outside Kentucky.
Well,
They were bottled by
outside of Kentucky. But they're straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey, 7 out of 8. Wow. Tricky. Okay, go ahead.
Sample number 4 is bottled in bond.
I wrote 103 proof. We were a little high on that.
Is bottled in bond or normal proof?
100.
Okay. So in this flight, there are 2 single barrels, and those 2 single barrels are 2 of the 4 oldest.
Okay.
They're wow. Okay.
Wow. 4 is bottled in bond?
Yeah.
That's so soft now, but I've had some to drink. So, all right, let's keep going.
So,
by the way, right now I'm so glad I locked in on my answers before the clues because I would be just as confused by these clues.
Okay. So he says, while I was working in Plainfield, Illinois, it is quite possible that I worked on sample number 3 before it was bottled.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
What a wrinkle that is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A little twist. Sometimes a spiritual brother from the same distillery mother, cute, ends up in an orphanage. There are 2 such samples.
Orphan barrel. Orphan barrel's Diageo. That's first off. I think it's. Oh no, it can't be 1 and 2. Okay, keep going.
Okay,
there's 2 orphan barrels in here.
This is the last and final clue.
Go ahead.
The youngest sample is a no age statement bottle. The only no age statement sample. It is said to be 8 to 9 years old. The oldest sample was distilled at the same distillery as the youngest sample.
Yowza. 1 of these is Tennessee. 5 is the outlier. That's Tennessee. Oh, that's Tennessee. 5's Tennessee.
Of course you're going to say that right now.
It's nutty funky.
You're nutty and funky. And you're from Tennessee, so I guess it checks out.
All the math checks out.
Interesting clues. They don't help me at all, but I'm sure they would help someone who knows.
So if 5 is Dickel, I get this orange covered, like chocolate covered orange on Dickel stuff.
I'm gonna open the answers. Y'all keep talking amongst yourselves.
I didn't get it up front. I knew 5 was an outlier, but now that I'm tasting it, I think 5 is Dickel. I think it's really good Dickel. I would not be surprised if this is like a 15-year Dickel pick in 5. Wow.
Man, these envelopes are taped up tight.
All right, Josh. I have read the answers. I can't say a word.
Oh, you read them?
I did. No. I thought it was the hints, but it was the answers. So
okay.
All right. Hang on. So let's go through here and let's see what's our target here. So I took no clues. I locked my scores in before clues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot! I should have used clues. 90% without clues. 67% without clues.
Yep.
Is that right? Ed can verify in chat. If we pass and score 67% without clues.
Yep. So we locked in. What were our locks? What were our locks, Josh?
I'm locked in. So let's go down the line.
Okay.
1 and 2 I have as Buffalo Trace. 1 these are both about 95 proof. I have.
You mean 1 and 8? You have as Buffalo Trace, right?
1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
You
mean 1 and 8. You have as Buffalo Trace.
Adam had 1 and 8, right?
And Adam's right.
Adam is right about 1 and 8.
They smelled the same. They did.
Well, no, and so 1 is Lost Prophet, was distilled at George T. Stagg Distillery, which is present day Buffalo Trace, where number 8, Stagg Jr. is distilled. Yeah, so Adam was right.
Which Stagg Jr. is this?
It doesn't say.
Does it say proof?
Yeah.
Unless it's a single barrel, it'll have the proof will tell us.
65.84 for the Stagg Jr.
What?
He paid $65.84.
No, I'm talking proof.
No, I don't have a proof.
Okay.
I have no proof.
It's not on the answers.
Ed can let us know in the chat.
Ed.
That proof.
And
yeah.
I'm curious, Ed, if you could help me out. Oh, it's batch 15. It's batch 15.
Hey, we just had batch 15 yesterday.
Yeah. So here.
And you didn't get this, Josh?
That's a good bottle.
Here is what I have realized about Stagg Jr. So Greg asked if Stagg, the number 8, was not killing me. I liked that.
You don't like batch 17.
So here's what I figured out. I did not like batch 17. That was the very infamous like Stagg Jr. video that I like ripped it a new one. It was batch 17, but I have since tried batch 14 and loved it. Apparently, batch 15 is also delicious to me, but batch 17 was not for me at all.
Is Greg serious that it's 131?
Yeah, that's right.
It can't be
131 even or 131.1.
It does not drink.
It's in that cabinet over there. I can go grab it.
Wow.
We just had it last night. Well, no. They'll see it on the thumbnail.
14.
No, we have 15. So one of the blind head-to-heads we put into the sample pool for our head-to-head videos on Thursdays was Stagg Jr. batch 15 versus Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C920. That's how long it's been in the pool because we hate viewership apparently, and we would rather run randomization and give honest opinions on whatever is blind in the glasses rather than
it was in the pool for over a year.
It's been in there for a while. So we were just drinking batch 15 yesterday during our filming.
Were we really?
This exact one versus ECBP C920. This is shocking.
Yeah.
This is shocking.
Yeah. Okay. So
wow.
Kudos to you, Adam. You got it. You like nailed it.
They smelled the same on the nose, man. You were
I didn't nail it. I know I didn't nail it, but
no,
go ahead.
But this one you did take the win. Okay.
Right. I took the win on 1 and 8.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Wait, do I get points for one being Buffalo Trace?
You don't get points for being cute. Nope.
Hang on. Hey, let's go to the judge here. Whiskey Wishing Well.
I think I'm declaring myself the judge.
Look, this is Buffalo Trace, and this is the same distillery. Is that Buffalo Trace? Do I get points? I get
Ed, if we go to instant replay,
Ed's gonna have to keep up on my score here.
We'll let Ed decide. We're moving on because it's officially my bedtime.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's go to the next pairing.
Okay.
I thought 3 and 7 were the same distillery.
Nope.
And nope.
Actually, whoa.
And I was going 2 and 4.
Oh my gosh, Ed!
And I thought 4 and 8. Well, that's wrong. 4 and 8's wrong.
Okay. So I'm just going in the order of the answers.
Your reaction is chat's reaction, your reaction.
Ed is like,
we need information immediately.
Killing it right now. So number 2 was Forged Oak. It was distilled at New Bernheim, now owned by Heaven Hill, where number 4, Old Fitzgerald, was distilled.
Man,
Adam's 2 and 4, Josh.
Adam,
dude,
hey, Adam.
I'm so impressed.
Can Ahmad, can Ahmad drop a link to Adam's YouTube channel in the chat? Because we'll just give him all our subscribers. They're right. I can see the view counts just dropping down right now. They're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. All right, 2 and 4. You're on it,
2
man.
And 4.
You're all over it.
So it's Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill, really?
Yep. But it was New Bernheim, now owned by Heaven Hill. So number 2 is pretty old because it wasn't owned by Heaven Hill at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Ed went totally tricky on us with this.
Yeah.
Totally
He
tricky
did.
on us.
He did.
Oh, I sounded like an 80s kid there for a second. Sorry, man.
These are so good.
Thank you, Jose.
Totally tricky. Oh, thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally tricky. I don't know. It put visions in my head of the old NES game Skate or Die.
Oh, love that.
Oh, the SSX Tricky.
Well,
it's free to rock around to rock around. It's tricky. It's tricky. I used to play that with my boyfriend in high school, and he would always beat me.
The criminal?
You can't say that. Stop.
I was always on the leaning edge of more of their controversial songs that we can't say on YouTube, but
yeah, I was more like your pop, what they play on the radio kind of type of girl.
Okay. Those are fantastic. What was the last pairing?
Okay.
We're doing chat. We're doing a terrible job of rolling out this information.
We need to keep rolling. Okay. So, number 3.
The third pair
was.
I had 3 and 7, and Adam also had 3 and 7, and he's so far 2 for 2.
So, okay, hold on.
What's the third pair matching distillery?
Number 3 is Bullet 10, which was distilled at Four Roses, where number 6, Four Roses LE.
Dadgummit!
BS. What is BS?
You had it, Josh. You should have talked me into it.
So it's 3 and 6.
It was so cherry, so fruity. I thought this might have been Master's Keep, 17-year bottle and bond. The medicinal cherry is what threw me off. Okay. 3 and 6 are the same distillery. So I'm a 0 for 3 here.
Adam is like killing it.
Adam's 2 for 3 on the matching. So wait, what are the unattached?
No, we are a team. We are a team.
We are a team. So as a team, we have.
So does Adam's score count?
It helps
towards
us.
Our count?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're a team.
So we're 2 for 3.
So
Way
it's
to go,
really
Adam.
great to have a really good team member.
Adam, you know what this is? This is like the perfect example of like I'm the wide receiver who just runs routes and distracts the defense a little bit. And Adam's the one catching the touchdown.
He's
passes.
actually doing the actual.
Oh, he's doing all the work. Yeah. He's doing all the heavy lifting. All right.
Okay.
So that means 5 is unattached.
We're going to get to the outliers. 5.
And
number
7's
5
unattached.
and 7. Yes. So number 5 is Dickel.
Yep.
Was distilled at George Dickel Distillery.
Is it a 15-year?
Or Cascade Hollow will be accepted. It does not
Same
say.
thing, yeah.
Doesn't say if it's 15 or not. But
we
definitely pegged 5.
Yeah. Definitely 5 was an outlier. Number 7.
It's good though, y'all. It's good.
Was also an outlier. It's Knob Creek Single Barrel distilled at Jim Beam.
Josh, we should have gone with you on that one. You pulled 5 and 7 right out of the hat immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a great single barrel too, by the way. And that Dickel's a great pick. What Dickel is it?
It does not say.
Okay. So we got 2 sample matchups and we got 1 unattached.
Dickel 15.
Yeah, Dickel 15. All right. What are the 4 oldest samples of the 8? Well, this is going to be
I don't know. Well, hold on.
Go down the list.
Stop cheating. It doesn't say that. I'm just telling you the numbers.
Okay.
Right.
So
let's say what the 4 oldest are, and then we'll let Ed tell us if we're right or wrong.
That's what we need. So I had 4, 6, 7, and 8. I don't think that's right.
Number 1 should be in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going 1. I'm going to go 2.
Yep. 4.
Oh wait.
I'm going to go 5 and 8.
I see the 5. I see the 4. Okay.
Well, we know 8 Stagg Junior.
Okay, so hold on. So Adam, you said 1, 2, 5, and 8.
I said 1, 2, 5, and 8.
Josh, what did you say?
Well, I said 4, 6, 7, and 8. We know 8 Stagg Junior. It's not age stated. It's not going to be the oldest. I think 1, 2, 4, 5.
Okay. It is 1, 2, 5, 7.
Dadgummit.
So 1 is Lost Prophet, 22 years old.
Whoa.
2, Forged Oak, and number 5, Dickel, are both 15 years old. And then number 7, Knob Creek, is 14 years and 5 months.
Whoa, that's a big Knob Creek pick.
So we had a solid 3 out of 4.
Yeah. Adam, you guessed 1, 2, and 5.
If Ed gives us credit.
Any points for 3 out of 4?
Yeah, Ed, let us know how many points you scored there. All right.
The last time I took kids on a field trip, we got 7 out of 8 back. So, that was a win. Right?
Still counts, right?
Still counts.
And then the last question, the second to last question is name 2 samples which are substantially cheaper than the other 6.
Oh, okay.
And I put 3 and 5.
Adam, do you have a...
I'll agree with 3 and 5.
Well, Dickel 15-year picks are very inexpensive, but Knob Creek picks are even more inexpensive. So 7 may be one. Stagg Junior retail is not very expensive either. This is very interesting.
You need to make a decision.
I have 3 and 5. I'm stick with that. Adam, what did you have?
I said I agree. 3 and 5. Let's go with 3 and 5.
Okay. And also, Whiskey Whistling Well says 1 point for 3 out of 4.
Okay. Keep up with our score, Ed.
Yeah, please, Ed.
We've been drinking 8 whiskeys, okay?
Okay.
It was a break.
So, also, we need your assistance on this because they got 3, but number 7 was also the second cheapest.
That makes
sense. So the Bullet 10 was $44. He paid $44 for it. And then the Knob Creek Single Barrel, number 7, he paid $54.86 after taxes. So they got 1 out of 2. If that is maybe like a half a point or 1 point, what are your thoughts?
Bullet 10-year is solid.
He says we're big cheaters.
We're bending all the rules.
It's up to you. You are the judge, so you can give no points. Honestly,
That's
I'd be inclined to give 0 points. That's just me. I might be mean.
I think it's very clear we have no clue what we're talking about, and we're just having a really good time. Yeah. So Ed, thank you for the really good time. Hopefully everyone in chat is having a really good time as well.
Yep.
All right. Last question. Which of the following statements is true? They're in order inexpensive to highest price. They're in order highest to cheapest. They are in order from oldest to youngest. They're in order from lowest proof to highest proof, or none of the above. I guessed D, lowest proof to highest proof. That could potentially be true. It also may be oldest to youngest. No, that's not true. Yeah, I guess D. It's either D or E, I think. It's either lowest proof to highest proof or none of the above. Adam, what do you have?
Lowest to highest proof. That was my thought originally. I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, it did seem to escalate.
Good job going with your gut, because it is lowest proof to highest proof. You are correct.
You gotta celebrate the little victories in life. Okay, we didn't look very smart on a lot of this, but we did bring it home at the end. Okay, Ed, how many points did we get?
Yeah, I think I was supposed to be adding this up because he actually had things here.
Ed said Josh got one right.
I'm going to guess 4 points.
Well, hold on.
Sounds about right.
Adam, you got 1 and 8. So we got 16 possible.
Adam got 2 of these.
You got these 2. So 16. No, there's 4.
And we knew that sample 5 was unattached. Mm-hmm. The dick was unattached. Yep. So that's 3 out of 5, right?
16 possible points in this section.
Okay. So, the points are here. So, the points are, I don't know what the points are.
We're going to
have
to figure this out. Yeah, Ed, help us, because we got to wrap this up, because Aaron's got to go to bed, because I have work tomorrow.
All right. So, if we get pairs right, then we get 2 points for each matching pair. So, we got 2 matching pairs.
4.
And then 1 point for each unmatched pair. So, we got one of those. We got 5 points.
We got more than 4 points. We got 5 points.
So, write our points down.
5 points there.
Out of 16 possible. So, we're well below the average here already.
5. Okay.
We got more than 1. I'm totally stoked.
That's fair. And you carried the heavy load on this one.
And then he said we got 3 out of the 4, so we could get 1 out of the 2 points possible for the oldest ones.
Okay. So we're up to 6 points now out of a total of who knows how much. And then we got what else?
You got 1 out of the 2 lowest. Oh, only 1 point possible. I'm gonna give us a half a point. So we have 7.5 points total.
Out of how many possible points?
I don't know.
20 possible points.
20 possible points.
Yikes.
So percentage wise, that's not good.
All right. So
a G minus.
Yeah. We get an E for effort.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on.
Yeah. Jeffrey said work. It's a federal holiday. Unfortunately, I do not work for a federal organization.
Not for us.
I still have to go to my work.
I have to make sure your packages are getting where they need to go.
Josh has got to deliver those UPS packages.
I don't deliver them anymore, but I'm part of the chain.
You have to drive them to the next hub so they can be delivered.
All right. Glass 8 was Stagg Junior Batch 15.
Delicious.
Glass 7 was what?
Knob Creek Single Barrel.
Okay. Glass 6 was what?
4 Roses. 4 Roses LE.
Did it say what year?
Nope.
Ed, can you let us know in the chat what year of 4 Roses LE this was? This is fantastic.
Oh, small batch 2020. I'm sorry.
Oh, 2020.
If I would have read more, I would have seen that.
The medicinal cherry was the only thing throwing me off on that.
Mark said 7.5 is greater than 0.
Sure.
So still doing all right.
That's true.
I agree. 100%.
Thanks, Vasco.
The lesser Vasco is validating us. So there we go. This was a Dickel 15-year. Glass 4 was what?
I mean, you can look at this.
Old
Fitz.
Old Fitz, what year?
I don't know.
Bond 13 year. That's good. Okay. Glass 3 was
Bullet 10.
Bullet 10. Wow. Okay. Glass 2 was something crazy, and glass 1 was something crazy.
Glass 2 was
this was the one
Forged Oak.
Oh, this is the one that smelled like a dusty attic.
Yeah. I thought that was the oldest.
Man. That is so good.
It was 15 years old, so it was pretty old.
That's in our first our Pours Unknown sample key.
Oh.
Or sample pool.
Yeah.
And then Lost Prophet was 1. Oh, I want to try 1 and 2.
Okay.
Lost Prophet versus Forged Oak. I might like Forged Oak better, which I don't think is. I think that's against the grain. Adam, what do you think? I I feel like Lost Prophet is such a heralded pour by so many people.
Which one is that?
So 1 is Lost Prophet, 2 is Forged Oak. I think I might like Forged Oak better.
I'm leaning toward Forged Oak. I'm leaning toward 2 here.
I liked 2 because I just thought it was old.
I don't think that's popular opinion, though. I think people prop up Lost Prophet as one of the best that there is for the Orphan Barrel series.
Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. You got a 91% based on all the available info.
There you go.
You are very kind.
Well, we'll see what how he weighs that out.
Well, he said we will talk about our winnings.
Okay.
That's what he said.
I will say that Ed, an amazing flight.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my
it was
gosh.
Very fun. Very fun.
Ed, thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the charity fundraiser.
Yeah.
Adam, thank you for being a part of the charity fundraiser. There's so many names in chat that we recognize that were a part of it. We were there too.
Yeah.
It just happened, but
on occasion.
Yeah, we're there from time to time.
This was a really fun flight to have something. I mean, we're working our way from Lost Prophet and Forged Oak Orphan Barrels all the way up to like really solid Knob Creek 14-year picks and Stagg Juniors. And to me, the proof won out tonight. I mean, I lean towards that usually. And
you're a proof hound.
Yep.
Yep. I'm a proof substitute. I mean, I like it spicy.
You like a spicy broad. Oh gosh.
As is indicative of my choice in partner. So
says you say to a very basic white girl.
Did you get your pumpkin spice latte today?
Oh, I did not. They don't sell them anymore. It's not the season for PSL.
You would know. So honestly, these were all really good. And I will say one of the most surprising things of this flight, while the Dickel did stand out as really weird and strange.
It was good.
Compared to the rest. It's a very good pick.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Dickel, I guess. Maybe not.
I mean, it's worth trying and see if you like it.
Adam, what's your takeaway from the flight? Do you have anything that really stands out to you?
My takeaway is I can't afford secondary for this stuff. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. It was an amazing flight. Ed, thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to taste some of these things. Yeah. Being in Washington State, some of this stuff never makes it here. So really interesting on the overall. That Dickel stood out like a sore thumb. There wasn't anything wrong with it. But my gosh, it stuck out like a sore thumb.
It definitely
was really good. It was tasty. Yeah. Everything in this flight was unbelievably tasty.
Agreed.
Not a bad pour in the bunch. Mm-hmm. I do think Stagg Junior 15, if I had to pick, if you said, here's 8 pours, try them all, tell me which one you want another glass of, I'm picking that one.
Yeah.
Probably second, Knob Creek. After that, what was 4?
I don't know. We got to Old Fits. It's Old Fits.
I don't know, but it was darn good, whatever it was.
It was so good.
Yep.
All right. This was a ton of fun, guys. Everybody in chat, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Ed, thank you so much for this flight. Adam, thank you so much for being willing to come on camera and be part of this with us. This was so much fun. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. I might have looked like a fool a little bit, but
okay. No,
it's all
just fun.
It's all in the name of having fun.
It's just fun. It's just whiskey, y'all. Don't take it too serious.
This is whiskey and hanging out. That's what we're all about here. So we're gonna end it there. Hopefully you guys have a great night. Hopefully this is a fun night. And yeah, we'll cap it.
Yeah. Bye.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.